bacteria started eating away at his organs or something. He looked to have like an organ-eating virus from the trailer, just like eye test. Like if you were to ask me my non-medical opinion, I would have said that. She gets fired. That's why she's looking for a job. She gonna mess something up here. He's not happy with her. Uh-oh.
I'm really sorry.
Is that how you fire somebody? You just give them like a little square envelope? You couldn't spring for the rectangle envelopes? Those are a little bit more professional, don't you think? Oh no, girlie. What are you gonna do? I hear a paralegal is looking for help. Only got 2 laps to go. Oh, she's taken? Oh, we got enough. Hell yeah. Let's messy this up.
I'm running out of options for you here, Louisa.
Said, please.
Oh God. You know what? I'm gonna eat the words I'm about to say. That hairstyle, the fact that you looked yourself in the mirror and thought, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do, criminal. But then I think about the hairstyles that I've had over the years. I'm living in a glass house. I gotta be careful with what I say, okay? Oh, paralegal assistant?
But you might need to do something.
It was against the Suns. Oh my God. Alrighty, how we doing, guys? Here for another stream today. Big game for both sides. Giants keep their record undefeated if they go and beat the Saints. Saints, Kilda, of course, underdogs in this one, but a big win for them today. Get their season up and going. Big win against the Tigers last week for the Saints. They've won 2 of their 4 games so far, so we'll see how they go. Subs are Hugo Garcia for the Saints on debut, and James Peatling is the sub for the Giants. So players moving into their positions now. Oh, good news, guys. You can come listen to this stream. You don't have to listen to Kelly Underwood. How good is that? Oh, God, I'm even going to turn her down. Fucking hell. It's a pretty reasonable crowd for a Giants game. In Canberra, of course. Both ends of the ground going to be big today. St Kilda, of course, with Max King matched up against Sam Taylor, and down the other end, Jesse Hogan looks like he's matching up against Cam Wilkie. Jack Steele lines up against Tom Green as well. Massive matchup in the midfield. But here we go. In the country's capital, here we go. Both ruckmen missed the tap. Canelio Gets the handball out the back towards Whitfield. Got the hands free quickly. Callahan had Perryman running shotgun. Decides to go wider than that out to Ware. Smooth move of this guy. Saw him last week. Long ball inside 50. Good spoil from Wilkie from behind. Coming through his heel. Overran it though. Ware kept on coming. Miss handball. Sinclair returns it back over to Ware. Nice little handball to the captain in Toby Green. High ball for Briggs. Great grab from Kieran Briggs. And the Giants have a chance to kick the first one. How you doing, Epic Players? You subscribe? Cheers, man. Appreciate that. Shit, I forgot to turn the light on in here. Oh, okay. Shit happens. So Kieran Briggs, not known as a noted goal kicker. Looks pretty nice though off the boot. And he's just left it out to the right. So first score of the afternoon goes the Giants' way, a minor. So now Wangadeen Miller goes down the ground. Dangerous kick, almost got cut off. Good turn there from Cornelio. Short little ball inside, it's nice as well. And Bedford takes the mark. Probably just on 50, umpire calls them out on the mark, come right just a couple of metres inside. So maybe Bedford's got the distance here. So Bedford only kicked a couple of goals this season so far. Been a bit out of form, you would say. Had a massive year last year for the Giants, especially in their quest to push for late in the finals. Almost got to the granny last year, the Giants. 1 point off of it. They've started this season off brilliantly. And Bedford comes in. He's hooked it to the right. Won't make the distance. He does in the end. And another behind. So Sinclair take the kick out here for the Saints. Gives off their handball. Finds Wilkie. They just work it through short. Play at the moment, the Saints. So long kick. Up goes King. Couldn't bring it down. It gets out the back though. The Saints are a chance here. Caminiti got taken without it. Probably should have got the free kick. Umpire gives him a reprieve there. The Giants. It'll be a ball up forward half of the wing here for St Kilda. First time they've actually entered their forward half so far. Umpire throws it in again. Tap down from Briggs. Tried to hit it towards Tom Green. Daniels got there first. Kept it in bounce for the moment. Bouncing ball towards half forward Hogan. Kept it in front of him but got beaten well by Burns. Wilkie. Long raking handball. Hit Marshall. They work through hands. Just missed his teammate there. And Seb Ross on the wing. It rolls out of bounds. So just in front of the interchange gates here. Well, Marshall almost pushed out Briggs. Wasn't paid. Steele. Handball's on the outer to Winhager. Came off his knee. Landed just inbounds. It'll be another stoppage. So a couple of repeat stoppages here on the commentary side wing early. A couple of big games today. Next one is Adelaide versus Carlton at Marvel. Tonight we've got the Power versus Fremantle as well, and the Gold Coast up against the Hawks. From the tap down, Marshall, good tap, found Steele, jammed it on the boot inside the forward 50. From the back, Iden did well, got out the back of Brad Hill. The Giants have the numbers here. Whitfield sockers it off the ground, makes it someone else's problem. Green did okay, working through hands here, the Giants. And now Callahan, with a burst of speed, gets away. Handball wasn't the greatest. Bedford made it look a lot better than it was. Inside handball to Brent Daniels for the first goal of the afternoon. Great running play there from the Giants. The Orange Tsunami in full charge. Great movement there from GWS. And they're off to a really good start in the nation's capital. Wasn't the greatest play moving forward there for the Giants, but they just got it into a bit of space there for Bedford and Daniels to go to work. And Daniels, great finish in the end. Ooh. So Darcy, oh that's Stocker, sorry. Stocker put in a late bump on Bedford. That could be looked at by the MRO. But a very good start for the Giants early. So back in the middle. Marshall tap out the back. Green fighting hard, couldn't get it. Winhager did well. Steele just got the ball out somehow. Tap forward from Ross. Socket off the ground. The other way going the Giants. Bedford took it well. Wangadee Miller, a great tackle though. There'll be a ball up. A little bit of pushing and shoving early. Crowd building in Monica, so it's good to see. Tap down from Marshall. Steele out the back to Burns. Free kick's been ripped out here. It's going to go St Kilda's way. So it's going to go to the captain in Steele. Has a really good record against the Giants. Averages his most disposals against any side. Was of course a former GWS player. Long ball inside. Going back. Real good mark there from Max King. But he's given away the free kick. So Sam Taylor will take it. That's tough because he had an early contest. Just gave away the free kick. I think he pushed that Taylor out of it. Fair enough. Call in the end. Oh, that's piss weak. That was a good play, I think, from King, anyway. So now at half-back, Connor Iden has the football. Really underrated defender, Connor Iden. Short little ball to Whitfield. So just working it through a short couple of kicks here to Giants. Back to Buckley. Has his time. Long ball out wide to the other wing. Finds Taylor. And a high long ball. In front of the interchange gates, Cadman went up, brought it to ground. O'Halloran coming through, broke one tackle, handball inside, not really to anyone in particular. Sinclair did well to gather it, out to Stocker. He goes inside, kick was nice. Hit up Dan Butler. Doesn't really have a lot of options, so just waits for his traffic to pass him. Short little ball to Membry, who wants to go. He runs his full measure now, long ball into the pocket for Caminiti and King. Got spoiled away and runs into the forward pocket here for the Saints out of bounds. So forward stoppage here for St Kilda. Umpire throws it in. A little tap down there from Briggs coming through. I think it was Jones. Couldn't get it out of there. Handball out of the way. Tucked up in the pocket is Steele. Snaps it to the top of the goal square. Giants have the numbers and Lockie Ash takes the mark. Terrible camera angle, by the way. I don't know if anyone could have seen what was happening there. Anyway, long handball. Not the best, but he got it back well. Lockie Ash. Kick into the middle of the ground was nice as well. Hits up Daniels, who's had a lot of it early. Great little kick into the middle of Monica Oval. Finds Tom Green. He wants to go with a short little handball. Decides to go longer than that. Hits up his captain. Toby Green has a couple of options. Step past one pretty well. Always has the footy smarts. Long ball to the top of the goal square for Brown. Marshall brought it down. But a little snap from Harvey Thomas. And the Giants have the first two. So Harvey Thomas on the board. Babyface himself. Great little finish. Had a pretty quiet one last week. Was subbed out. Nice little finish early. And the Saints, this game's looking a bit ominous for the Giants. They've started off very nicely. The St Kilda need to compose here. We know they're not a high-scoring side, St Kilda. And if they can't keep the Giants forwards under wraps, they're going to be well beaten today. So 5th game of AFL footy for Harvey Thomas. That is his 2nd AFL goal. Marshall with the tap down. Briggs just spiked it forward. Coming through nicely there was Sinclair. Jammed it on the boot to centre half forward. Giants have the numbers. Good mark there from Perryman, who gives it off to Himmelberg. Inside kick. Doesn't get to Iden. Does well to smother it down onto the ground so he can control it. Back to Perryman. Goes out wide. Nice looking kick. Hits up Callum Brown. So he's looking for a good option here. He decides to just go long for his flyers. One of them is Hogan. Gets at the back of him. Burns about to get dragged down from O'Halloran and takes him out of bounds. And the Giants have it locked in once again. Well, the Saints obviously started very slow last week. Didn't get a goal until midway through the second term. Were able to fight their way back in the second half. But I don't think the Giants are going to let them come back into this one if they get a big start early. The little tap out was nice. Green got slung to ground. Just got the ball out though. Filippo did well. Brad Hill jams it on the boot outside the defensive 50 for the moment. In front was Membry, did well. Need to get it out of this area at the moment, St Kilda. He's got Bonner, the centre-half back, decides to go shorter than that to Hill. Short little ball, dangerous. Phillippo overran it. Now the Giants can make them pay on the counter. Perryman, inside handball to Tom Green. Toby Green went back with the flight and dropped the sitter. Should have marked that one. Coming out there was Stocker. He hits up Bonner. Don't know if he meant that kick, but it will do. Out wide now to Burns. To St Kilda. Still yet to register a score. Inside kick was terrible again. The Giants are hot on the pressure early. Green gathers it outside handball to O'Halloran. Tries to break the tackle. Almost dropped that in the end. Somehow got it out of there. Fighting hard the Giants. Cadman threw that away. Great pressure from the Saints to get that one back. So holding the footy. Free kick will go to Ryan Burns. So now they go inside. Hits up Owens. Wide kick to Butler, but cut off again. Giants are reading it well early. Taylor thumps it 10 rows back into the stands at Monica. From the ruck, Cadman wins it down. Fighting hard, there was Bedford. Got beaten well. Phillippo dropped that one. Should have been rewarded, Bedford, and he is. The Giants want to take the advantage, but Cornelio treading water, running backwards at the moment. They did well. Ash, Himmelberg, has the man on the open side in Perryman. And now Callahan breaks it to 50. Inside kick and spoil there from Wilkie. St Kilda have the numbers. Battle, Stocker. Oh, missed the handball again, the Saints. Back handball was nice. Little short kick from Perryman was even better. Green couldn't grab it. Thomas, still handball back to Tom Green. Just got the hand free somehow. Now Sharman gets tackled well. Umpire circles and it'll be a ball up inside the Giants forward 50. Being a little bit unselfish there, the Giants. I think Perryman could have launched from 50. Went with a short kick. Missed Tom Green and now we have a stoppage. Tap down from Briggs. Clearance there for the Saints. Into the middle of Monica it goes. Running in front of it. Membry should get there first. Buckley tracks him. Handball out the back. Burns. Works it even further back to Bonner. He has a couple of options. Goes with the low ball down the wing. That was a nice kick. Hit up Membry. Always presents Membry. Always a very good footballer. Missed him last year in the finals. Knocked down. Well done there. I think it was Sam Taylor again. A little bit worse for... Oh my God. Is he alright? Sam Taylor has not moved. Oh my God. Is he alright? My God. Heavy knock on the bling here. He has not moved, Sam Taylor. Holy crap. He looked out. Looked like, I mean, it was a heavy hit, but it didn't look like it was that bad. But, oh my God, he did not move. His eyes are closed. His eyes are open. He just sat on, he was just laying on the ground. That was a massive hit in the end. So James Peatling is currently on the boundary line, getting ready to go. He'll come straight on. I don't think this... I'll be very surprised if Sam Taylor... Yeah, he's not coming back on. They've currently got the stretcher out there already. It was right in front of the interchange gate, so... The utmost care is taken for him, of course. So yeah, if you just came in, guys, to the stream, Sam Taylor is currently on the ground, getting checked by the medical staff of the Giants. Got a massive hit on the wing. All just football play. Just went up. Got an unlucky knock, I would say. He was running forward. Jack Steele was coming back with the flight. They both collided, and right now he's going to have to be stretched off. This is really terrible news for the GWS. So while they're just carting him, they're starting to put the stretcher down. We'll look at the statistics early in this one. So looking at it right now on the AFL fantasy front, Tim Membry and Brent Daniels top scoring with a 22, Perryman with a 19, Burns 17, Whitfield, Steele and Bedford all with 14. Basically on that front, highest disposal getter is Steele and Perryman, Membry and Tom Green all with the 5 touches. And that's pretty much it really. Steele's had a lot of it early though.
G'day guys, welcome back to a new episode.
So, Adam Kingsley's coming to talk to a couple of his players at the moment. Didn't know if you were allowed to do that, to be honest. So, Adam Kingsley just having to talk to his troops at the moment. He still has not moved off the ground at the moment. Holy shit. Hopefully he's all good. Hopefully he's alright. I mean, obviously he's going to be taken off the ground, utmost care, of course, but hopefully he's right, because that look on his face, like when after that hit, was scary. He's yet to have moved yet at the moment. I think they're just putting the stretcher under him now. So this is very serious. Usually they're pretty quick on this to try and get him off the ground, but I don't think they want to get him off the. I don't think they want to stretcher him. They don't want to move him very much. This is massive. He has not been touched at all. He has not moved at all. I don't think they're just getting him onto the little stretcher now to get him onto the cart. Jesus. So they're just getting him onto the cart now. So the sub has obviously been activated. Sam Taylor has been subbed out. James Peatling will come to the game pretty soon. So Peatling's actually already on the ground, so still taking a few moments. Alright, well hopefully everything's okay. I'll try and let you guys know if we hear any news about it. Alright, so he's currently been taken off the ground, guys, on the cart. Umpire's about to throw it back in. So hopefully everything is all good on the side there for Jack Steele. Sam Taylor. So just another stoppage here for Callahan. That was a massive hit, Jesus Christ. He was out of it too. Alright, back to the game itself. Tap down there from Marshall. Owens did okay, got a free kick for a high one. So now St Kilda can go forward here. Giants have had to make a big shuffle around on their matchups. Max King now up against Buckley. Buckley did well with the spoil though. Perryman fighting hard. Got tackled well. There'll be a ball up about 15, 20 metres out right in front of the St Kilda goal. We'll see how both teams respond to that big break in the game. There was at least 10 minutes there. From the tap down, Cadman did well. Iden got brute to ball. Out of danger just for the moment. Lucky kick in the end. Hit up Bedford. He works a wide kick for Hogan, who got their hands up. Probably got a push. Wasn't paid. Bonner works it out the back. Short to Wilkie. So they want to switch the play of the Saints. Inside kick finds Wanganeen Miller. Big game from him last week. Oh, the inside kick. Filippo overran it. Just had some time to get back onto it, though. Short little kick hits up Membry again. He's had a lot of it early. So now Membry wants to go with a low ball inside the 50. Great effort there from Buckley just to cut that off late. Windhager, short little handball. And immediately under pressure there is Butler. So just inside the forward 50 for St Kilda. Nearly 10 minutes. Just about 10 minutes to go in this first quarter now with the big break with the Sam Taylor injury. From the tap down, Burns may have looked for a high one, didn't get it. Brown fighting hard. So we just about hit the 10-minute mark of the quarter. Taken out of the ruck there from Marshall. Spikes it forward now. Bouncing ball to the top of the goal square. King got there first. Part of the C's. Handball out wide. And now tucked up in the pocket is Darcy Jones. And he tried to roll it through, but hits the boundary. It goes just on the outer side of the point post and it'll be a throw in. Darcy Wilson, sorry. I keep on saying Darcy Jones. I'm an idiot. Anyway, back in the ruck contest now. Gets out the back here. Sharman running through. So is Burns. Neither could gather. Umpire circles for the moment. And it'll be a ball up. Sorry, I thought the umpire in front of us was going to pay a stupid free. From the tap down, Cadman got the body on Membry early. Just handballs it to space. There first was Wilson. Turned it over though. So now O'Halloran. Long ball outside the defensive 50. Long looking kick. Almost found Hogan. I think he may have lost it in the sun. Runs a bit of an arc. Dribbling ball down the wing was a really smart option. Bedford. Inside handball to Thomas. They're working through hands brilliantly there, the Giants. Callahan. Bedford tucked up in the pocket. Short little ball. Great work there from Battle. Just to cut that off of Riccardi. Knocked it out of bounds. Stoppage. Forward pocket here for the Giants. Bedford's had a really good start to this one. Already got a goal on the board. Working himself into some form here. Throws it in. Marshall knocks it down. Windhager immediately met by two tacklers. Marshall, little tap down. Toby Green coming through dangerously. Bonner just put boot to ball. Got it smothered. Now Callahan. Outside handball to Whitfield. He should finish. Didn't get a lot of angle on the kick, and it fades just inside for a behind. So now outside this short little ball there from Wanganeen Miller. Hits up Bonner. Nice little kick outside the defensive 50 there from Bonner. Should get the free kick there, Cordy, and he does. So Bonner's probably going to run through here, get the easy handball, I would say. That's what exactly happens. He's got Wilkie in short. That's where he goes. He's got Bonner in short. Better get cut off again. Great read there from Harvey Thomas. Short ball. Finds Riccardi. Doesn't have a lot of options long. He's got one right in short, all on his own. Ran into a little pocket of space there as Canelio. Big game from him last week. Just beaten out by his captain with best on ground honours for the Giants. Since he really lost the captaincy, he's really grown into a new vein of form, Steve Canelio. That responsibility needed to come off his shoulders. 30 years of age, an inaugural Giant as well. Canelio comes in. Straight in front, he'll kick just inside the forward 50. And that's a pretty straight kick. It's as straight as you're going to get. Canelio gets the Giants third, and they're off to a really good start. How you doing, J-Chap? Who are you tipping tonight in all the games? I've gone St Kilda by SK 26 plus, Giants winning, Carlton winning, Hawthorn to cover spread, and Dockers by 20. Okay, so that's a whole lot of betting. I don't do a lot of betting, so that's a better question for my brother to say. So I think you're saying Giants by plus 26. Is that what you're saying? I'm dumb. I'll just show you my tips. I've gone Giants, Carlton, Gold Coast, and Port Adelaide. You got with a couple of roughies though, so sorry. Betting talk is like Chinese to me. I don't know what the hell that means. Anyway, hopefully you cover the spread, dude. I agree. Go for that big multi. Taking out a ruck there from Marshall. Couldn't get a boot to ball. Did well to get the hands free. Now Ross gets the long ball inside the forward 50. Gone back with the flight. 1-2. Great grab from Owens. With the one hand, he'll man on the marks just inside the forward 50. So Owens is going to have to launch a pretty big bomb from here. He's got Caminiti in the goal square. A lot of players in there for the Giants though. So now Owens. Bit of quiet so far in this one. Been very quiet up in there, forward 50, but a chance here to get on the scoreboard. Owens goes long and won't make the distance. In the right forward pocket it goes. King got the hands up, couldn't bring it with him. Peatling looking for the high. Didn't get it. He dropped it on the ground. Scrambling ball inside the Giants defensive 50. Canelio clearing ball. Saints have the numbers though. Hill sat under it and took a good mark. In fact, no, that's Wanganeen Miller. A short little ball was nice. Just got the 15 maybe, and Marshall claims the mark. Had a pretty good start, Rowan Marshall's had a pretty good start to this year as well. So Rowan Marshall, been one of their best so far this year, was really big in their comeback against the Tigers last week. Not a noted goal kicker, Rowan Marshall. But he comes in now, long ball, it's holding that left goal post and it's going to hit it. So first score of the afternoon for St Kilda is a minor. So outside the defensive 50, short little ball, it's up Iden. Almost about to get dragged out, just got the kick away. Commentary side wing here, free kick's been ripped out, it's going to go to Cadman. He wants to work the ball inside, dangerous kick, but if he hits it, they're away. He hits it well. Whitfield wants to go. Inside handball to Canelio. About to get taken down. Just got the kick away towards half forward. Hits up Daniels. He's been everywhere so far. He wants to go long to the top of the goal square. And why wouldn't you with Riccardi? That was almost on the full. That is right on the line. I'll give the umpire the benefit of the doubt there, but that was right up there. Oh, 26 plus, so not to lose by plus 26. Okay. So Riccardi around the body, snaps on goal, and he's missed. So another behind there for the Giants. Had a couple of big opportunities in this first term to really blow out the margin, but have missed some big opportunities. So you're saying that, yeah, the Giants will win by... So they won't lose by 20... They'll lose by... Fucking hell. The Saints won't lose by more than 26. Yeah, I get what you're saying, mate. Okay. Right now, I'm going to tell you, if St Kilda don't get on the scoreboard soon, the Giants are going to run ragged in this game. Low ball from Hill did well. Caminiti brought it to ground, back to Hill. Against the grain, good movement on Himmelberg. Goes long with the kick. King is there. Brought it to ground there, Membry. Iden. Great work through hands out wide to Whitfield. Back get dragged down. Did well with the handball. Ware. Got boots the ball in a dangerous position though. The Giants have a couple of numbers. Kelly let it go. Hill handball outside. No one in particular. Himmelberg happy to clear it. But it's going to be coming back. Sinclair takes the mark. About 55 out. Men on the mark is at the moment. He's got Wanganeen Miller on the perimeter of 50 on the other side. So he's going to set it up to the top of the goal square for the Flyers. One of them is Membry. Brought it to ground. Tucked up in the pocket is Higgins. Threw that somehow, but anyway. Umpire calls for a ball up. Or is it Jack Higgins' free kick for in the back? Oh, it is too. Ooh, that's a tough call. I don't think there was much in that at all. Nonetheless, Jack Higgins now. You would be training this every single day of the week, and Jack Higgins brings it back nicely. St Kilda have their first of the afternoon. So a good finish there from Higgins. Been pretty quiet so far. That was a good finish. So they needed that goal, St Kilda, and they finally got on the board. They scored a lot earlier this week with a goal, other than last week, still able to find their way back into it. Get on the Sports OK app, bro. Sports OK, alright, I'll check it out. I don't have a lot of money for disposable income to start betting, but hey, if I want to go for the big win, I've got to get involved, don't I? Philippi inside, did well with that one, broke into some space. Long ball inside the forward 50. In front was Himmelberg, just got a boot to it outside the defensive 50 for the moment. Green gives it off to Ware, he's about to get shut down, just got the hands free to Daniels. They got some space out on the wing of Brown. Looping handball, about to get shut down. Great work from St Kilda. Just got the handball out somehow. Thomas over the top to Ware. One more handball and they're open. Callahan tries to control it. The little basketball bounce to the football, but a great tackle there from Wanganeen Miller. Locks him up right on the Telstra logo at 50. Sportsbook. Never heard of Sportsbook. I don't know. Sportsbet. I know a few of them. Sportsbet. There's a couple more. I can't remember now. From the tap down, Green. Great clearance. Great finish. Inside outer job from Tom Green was brilliant. The Giants have their fourth. Just when you thought St Kilda were going to find their way back into it early in this first quarter, Tom Green rips out a special goal. The good old banana, if you don't mind. Great little set play there from the Giants. Kieran Briggs hit it to space, and Tommy Green loved it too. That was definitely a set play. So still 3 minutes to go in this first term. Marshall tried to take it out of the right, left it behind, did well there for the stoppage. Winhager out the back, little 1-2, did well there. Sinclair wants to go. Tumble punt to half forward. Great work there from Lockie Ash, and he wants to go. Handball over the top to Peatling. Started as the sub, had to come on early. Runs a bit of an arc and goes long with the kick into the pocket. Running into some space was Hogan. Almost dragged it in as well. Wilkie fighting hard. Stocker got tackled. May have been a high one, and it was. No, it was a stoppage, sorry. So tucked up in the Giants' forward pocket from the ruck. Thrown out of it, there was Marshall. Didn't get a disposal, but nonetheless Sharman clearing ball outside the defensive 50. And they got a bit lucky there, the Saints. Who the fuck is that? Oh, it's Owens, sorry. So now Owens goes along with the kick towards the wing. Caminiti in front, couldn't bring it down. Membry fighting on the ground, couldn't bring it in either. Winhager somehow got out of there, clears it forward. But the Giants have the numbers, got a tough bounce in their wear. But gathered it well, probably got a trip, play on. Whitfield goes out the back. They're under a bit of pressure here, the Giants. Whitfield about to get dragged down. Got away from Butler somehow. Inside handball to Green. He's got some players on the outside. Not a good kick though. Bonner cuts it off. Goes out wide towards Steele. One more kick in there. Any of the Saints. Great kick. Hits up Brad Hill. I do enjoy your live streams more than Cardman and the other dude. I want to watch the game live, but Australia has all that shit blocked. What do you mean by that? The shit blocked? Are you not from Australia? Is that what you're saying? Because I don't really know any other options to watch it outside of Australia. So now Brad Hill. To get their second goal, they do need it. The Giants just keep breaking away in this one, and Brad Hill leaves it way up to the right, just sneaks in for a behind. So now the Giants go on the commentary side. Up went Hogan. He's had hands to a couple of them so far, but he's been beaten by Wilkie. Giants still haven't had any trouble hitting the scoreboard though. Just ticked under a minute in this first quarter. Obviously the big news coming in this game so far, Sam Taylor has been subbed out of this game with concussion. Had a massive hit with Jack Steele, completely incidental, but he has been subbed out. Winhager from the clearance. High ball will just be outside the 50. Iden got a fist to it. Wasn't really an effective one. Ash gave off the handball. The Saints trying to shut him down. Great work there from Higgins. Slapped it to space. Green going in with Butler. Both miss it. Now the Saints can get it forward. Steele to the top of the goal square for King. Got hands to it. Almost dragged it down. In fact, it's Caminiti. And I think the umpire's paid it. He has. So Caminiti will have a shot. Probably about 15, 20 out with about a 45-degree angle. Currently right now, Jack Higgins holding his right knee, I believe. I think it was just a contact injury, so hopefully he'll be able to shrug it off during the quarter-time break, but... Oh, you're from Iowa? Okay. Who do you go for? J-Chap? So now Caminiti's only got about 23 seconds here. He's got to make sure to get this kick off before the siren goes. He has plenty of time. Snaps on goal. And that's not going to come back. Terrible miss from Caminiti. Couple of misses here from St Kilda late in the quarter. Big chance goes begging there. Wide ball towards the defensive 50. Hits up Tom Green. Siren is about to sound for quarter time. Get rid of the kick, Tom. We'll take that as a disposal. Anyway, got him in my fantasy team, which is more important. Ivy Storm, hi Juicy. If I'm Juicy, I'm nice to meet you, man. So at quarter time, the Giants lead by 19 points. 4-4-28 to St Kilda 1-3-9. Alright. Let's look at the statistics real quick. Oh, Christ, where is it? This one. Cool. Alright, so quarter time, guys. We have Lockie Whitfield leading all comers with the 12 touches, 38 AFL fantasy points. Riley Bonner with the 36. Brad Hill with the 32. Steele and Tom Green both with the 30, matched up against each other. Probably best on the ground so far, I would say Brent Daniels. He's on the 30. Membry, 28 for St Kilda, and then Harry Perryman with the 27. Okay. Oh, hang on, let's just turn that back quickly to the second term. Cat's making a noise in here, and I don't know where it's coming from. Yeah, I'm in America. We have people stream live events and you can watch it on YouTube, but I've googled live streamers AFL and can't find anything besides apps you pay for, which I'm not doing. Oh, okay, fair enough. That sucks, that advert. I hate that already. So just an update on Sam Taylor, by the way, the GWS has just tweeted out. Sam is conscious after being taken from the ground. He'll be assessed in the rooms before being taken to hospital for further monitoring. So luckily, everything seems a lot better now than what first was noticed. He was on the ground for a good 10 minutes there before they did actually get him on the stretcher and take him off. But yeah, that's good news to see that he is conscious as well. No one cares about your calls. Fuck off. I hate this fucking advert. Fucking advert. Sucks. Hang on, Tom. Give me a sec. Yeah. Oh. You alright?
You haven't started yet.
Yeah. 3 or 4 times.
You got some time for home.
Maybe.
I'm just gonna make a coffee.
Okay.
I didn't get much sleep last night, so.
Love you. Hey. Oh. we're about to get underway for the second term, guys. Giants lead it by 19 points. So back from the tap down, Canelio. Just got to boot the ball to kick it out wide for space. Tom Green tracks it down. Peatling. Great gather. Long handball, about a 25-metre one hit Bedford. Now Brown. Got tackled well by Winhager. Locked the arm and got him. Great tackle from Winhager. Pins him holding the ball. Short little ball to find Battle. There goes further back. Cordy. Not usually the distributor you want. So he's looking to try and give it off to someone. Wide ball. Missed Marshall. About to get tracked down by Briggs. Just got the hands away. Did well. Wanganeen Miller over the top. Wilson. Short ball. Hill couldn't gather it. Then got beaten well. Oh, Perryman did a little bit of a sneaky there. Handball onto the toes of Wilson. Will be on the fall. So a free kick going the Giants' way. So now Perryman. Long ball towards the 50. Up goes Toby Green. Couldn't bring it down though. Stocker. Wilkie. Wanganeen Miller battle. They work it through hands well. The Saints. Ross. Wanted to go on the outer side. Realised there wasn't an option. Had to cut back. Now Wilkie. Long kick outside the defensive 50 for the moment. Brought to ground well by Perryman. Owens. Got a free kick, but they want to take the advantage of the Saints. Hill. Inside handball. Missed Sinclair. Had to grab it off his toes and couldn't do so. Trickling ball towards half forward, but the Giants clean this one up. Buckley, out to Kelly, takes his full measure, good little kick. Hits up Whitfield. True centre wing, right in front of the interchange gates here are the Giants. So now Whitfield. Runs inside and goes long with a kick towards the 50 in front. 1-2, couldn't grab it on the third attempt battle. Daniels out the back here to Riccardi. Has a few options inside. Just couldn't get over the top of the Saints defender. And now the Saints can repel. Stocker wants to go inside. Kick an absolute mongrel, but it's actually going to work. Membry off to Hill. Tries to break the one tackle, did well. Handball in front towards Higgins. Bedford chasing him down, did really well, Bedford. Up and down footy at the moment. Now the Giants want to go. Himmelberg off to Canelio. Tumble punt inside the forward 50. Did well Hogan to get in front, but couldn't take it with him. Wilkie off to Burns. And now the Saints can go on the counter. Up and down at the moment. Wilkie got a bad bounce. Canelio fighting hard. Probably got a high one. Wasn't paid. O'Halloran at the back. Too hot a handball there for Himmelberg. Got back onto it though. Canelio off to O'Halloran. Wide handball, just missed his teammate. It stays in bounds for the moment. Bedford got tracked down by Wilkie. Tom Green gathers it. Inside handball was nice. O'Halloran low ball hits Toby Green on the lead. Holy shit. So Toby Green takes the mark. Hasn't really decided so far. Has been well held from the St Kilda defence. But a chance here to get on the scoreboard. So now Toby Green told to come in now. Had a massive week last week against the Suns in the Expansion Cup, of course. Goes long with the kick on 50. That looks pretty good from Toby. And the Giants get their fifth. They're running away with this one at the moment. So now back in the middle, Marshall gets the clearance, high ball towards the 50, couldn't mark there, going back with the flight. The Giants have the numbers here. Green gathers and goes to the long ball out wide. It's an absolute tumble punt. Battle sat in front of it but couldn't bring it down. O'Halloran got met well there by Battle and it'll be a ball up. So now Marshall is in the ruck. Fuck that up. So So from the stoppage, Steele got it out well off to Sinclair. Takes a bounce in the middle of marker. They want to work it through hands here. Handball over the top there from Marshall. Finds Wilson, who goes to the top of the goal square for the Flyers. One of them is Caminiti and Owens. Good mark. He got a free kick as well for that one, Owens. And they need this one to keep in touch here, St Kilda. So now Owens setting up for the snapshot kick on his unpreferred left foot, and I think he's got it there, he has. So St Kilda get their second, and they do stay in touch. So a good finish there for St Kilda. So Owens gets his first, and the Saints have their second. So back in the middle we go. Marshall just got a tap onto it, fighting hard there, the Giants. Cornelio got the handball out somehow to Green, got boots of ball, but they got smothered well. Marshall off to Hill, they get tracked down by Green, but just ran away a little bit too easily there, Hill. Inside kick was nice. Hit up Tim Membry on the lead. St Kilda answer right back, and they're about to go for another one here. Chappy. We'll call you Chap, because I think there's another person who comes to the chat sometime named Chappy. So now Tim Membry, been one of their best in the first term. So Membry comes in, not much of an angle to speak of, usually a pretty good set shot kick. And the Saints have the first time today 2 goals in a row. That was terrible from there. So 2 quick goals there from the Saints, and they're back to within 13 points. Been that real connector so far in this one, Tim Membry. Marshall taps it down, immediately tackled there was Winhager from Toby Green. So they get it forward here, Marshall, another chance here for the Saints. Sharman fighting hard against Perryman. Butler goes in hard, he gets out the back. Perryman's handball got cut off by King. Now Steele has an open man on the outer side. That is Membry snapping in the pocket, sets it up to the top of the goal square. St Kilda have the numbers. Filippo couldn't mark. Iden almost just got away there from Caminiti. Clears the ball for the moment. It could bounce out of bounds. Maybe the best option there for the Giants, and it is. So just outside the forward 50 here for the Saints. Had the territory for the past 5 minutes or so. Umpire throws it in, wins it down. Did well there, Daniels, keep it in front of him. Socketed it off the ground for some more meterage. Got a good 30 metres on the play. Gets out the back. Cadman almost gathered it. Good tackle in the end. Good bump there from Daniels on Stocker. Cordy gets there first, immediately pressured. Tom Green, bouncing ball inside the forward 50. Bonner gets there first. Has some time, works it backwards, hits up Wilson. So the Saints get away with that one a little. So now the young Wilson, short little kick is dangerous. Hit up Bonner though. He's got Hill running shotgun, gives it off. So now the Saints want to run and gun here. Hill's kick out wide's a nice one. Hit up Burns and a short little ball. It's up his captain and Jack Steele. They keep on working pretty well in the Saints with the overlap. Wilkie, he's got Burns running 15 minutes in front of him. Wants to go longer than that. Good kick in the end. Hits up Filippo. Now Filippo got an option in the pocket. It's King. Looks like he's got the free kick as well, Max King. So Jack Buckley's given away a big free kick inside the forward 50. And a chance if the Saints get their third in a row. So Max King, of course, had the big matchup on Sam Taylor. Unfortunately for the Giants, he will no longer be a part of this game. And now Max King got to take the opportunity here. Has been pretty unsighted so far. And Jack Buckley is no slouch in defence at all. So now Max King settles himself, snaps on goal, and he's hit it way too skinny. He's almost kicked it on the full. He's hooked it that far. So now Iden, back to the defensive goal square. Hits up Ash, who goes for a bit of a run. About to get dragged down by Butler. Just got the kick away nicely though. And then Briggs got met hard there by Burns. I think Marshall's definitely won the ruck roll so far. He's been around the ground so much. Dangerous kick inside from Briggs, but hit it well. Hit where? Now they want to switch here, the Giants. On the commentary side, he hits up Buckley. They've got a bit of overlap here. Nice little kick. Hits up Josh Kelly. That should be 50 against Wilson. That should have been 50. Wilson actually did. I think he did really well there because he definitely held him. Should have been 50 metres there for Josh Kelly. He was held after he took the mark. Nonetheless, Josh Kelly just coming in for his second disposal. Long ball, up goes Owens! Oh, that's a great grab from the young man. The kick wasn't so good though. He turns it over. Jesse Hogan to make the pay, and he does. Oh, what a yin and yang play there from St Kilda. Owens took an absolute screamer, and then he just gave up a goal. Can you believe it? So back in the middle we go. Riccardi's in there for the Giants. Umpire call for a repeat stoppage here. Absolute comedy of errors there from Owens. He's been tucked in the middle now just to put him right on the limelight here, right in the middle of the cameras. Be a ball up again. So a couple of repeat stoppages early. In this play. Back in the ruck once again. Riccardi taps it out the back. Thomas got the ball bouncing forward, trying to gather well. There was Brown, did really well to get the hands free. Little step from Callahan was nice. Handball out to Perryman. In midair, got the handball out to Kelly. Just got booted the ball, floating ball, and Brent Daniels found himself all on his own inside the 50. And a chance here for the Giants to get a couple of goals in a row after the Saints finally broke their way back into it. A big mistake from Owens, and a really good clearance there from the Giants could see them back to a 4-goal lead. So now Brent Daniels, 45-degree angle, kick from about 40 metres out, leaves it out to the right-hand side, and it'll be through for a behind. So Bond will take the kick in here for the Saints. So a low ball outside the defensive 50, did well, hit up Filippo, inside kick. It's up Burns. So out wide kick, not too bad. That's Filippo in fact. Soccer got the ball previously. So Filippo doesn't know where to go with this one, so he's just going to set it up high for St Kilda. Inside the 50, out the back is Membry. Gets out the back even further now, and they can run in and kick a goal with the Saints. Well, he owed them one, Owens, and he's got on the board again. That's his second. So a big goal there from Owens gets the Saints back to within 13 points. So kick 3 of the last 4 of the Saints. Back in the ruck. Marshall taps it out the back. Winhager fighting hard, couldn't gather it. Wanganeen and Miller are looking for a high one, didn't get it. So just ticked under 10 minutes in this first half to go. Didwell Marshall will tap it down. Fighting hard there is Callahan. He's looked good today. Goes to the wide kick towards half forward. Brown in a one-on-one. Good effort from Battle. Probably should have marked it in the end. Peatling just got the handball away. Brown goes to ground. Wanganeen Miller, handball over the top to Wilson. Did well, Wilson, with the quick hands. Sharman's handball not so much. Himmelberg handballs back to the traffic. And then Sharman just chucks Callahan out of bounds. So 13-point lead to the Giants. Still just over 9 minutes to play in this second term. Marshall with the tap down. Filippo fighting hard. Kelly. Out wide hits up Cornelio with the hands. Low ball to half forward for Toby Green. Overran it a little. He gets out the back though. Riccardi. He had I think it's Thomas Bedford running through. Couldn't gather it. Now the Saints have the numbers. Stocker gave it off. About to get pressured up though. Riccardi, little short ball inside the 50. Great kick! And he hit Toby Green. That was great play from Riccardi. He saw Toby Green in a little pocket of space inside the 50. Just got it on the boot. Knew he was going to mark it if he got it in there into a pretty good position. And Toby Green, the quality that he is, shouldn't have too many problems here. Done a lot of running Toby Green in the past few moments. Just sucking in the deep ones at the moment. But now he runs his arc. Snaps on goal. He's absolutely mucked it up and it's out on the fall. I'm positive, I guess. So I think I've got the commentator's goes. Why did I say that? Anyway. So now Wilkie outside the defensive 50. He's going to have to just go on this outer side. Low ball. Good kick. Hits up Marshall. So stands on the defensive 50. Back to Soccer. He's got Brad Hill in short, which he goes to now. And now Brad Hill wants to go. Inside ball's a good kick. Wilkie kept on running. He's got a couple of numbers out towards half forward. On the bounce, Sharman is there. Buckley will get there first. Sharman tracks him down. And did well, Sharman to score him over the boundary line. So St Kilda will have the stoppage just outside their 50. So back in the ruck we go. Both ruckmen miss it. Peatling just got a fist to it. Bedford smacks it out wide towards Kelly. Had a few touches in the past few minutes after being tagged by Winhager early. Peatling got tackled there by Marshall, but too high. So now Peatling. Short little ball inside. Made Ash work for it, but he took it well. So now he wants to switch it. Buckley to Iden. Doesn't have a lot of options, Connor Iden. He's got Lockie Ash leading inside. Decides he's going to go along with it though. So wide, long and wide here for the Giants. Overran it there was Cadman. Battle ran it well. Cuts it off. So now Battle inside. Kick is a dangerous one. And under pressure they go again, the Saints. Daniels, handball over the top to Whitfield. Usually a great ball user. Usually pretty good with the option as well. Cadman went up, almost marked it. Green snap on goal. And there you go, Giants. Toby Green nails that one. They break out to a 19-point lead. You can't give this man any space inside forward 50. He will make you pay. So back in the stoppage, Green wants to go long with this one. This is Tom. High ball inside the forward 50. Overran it there, I think it was Cadman. Fighting hard on the ground here are the Saints. Handball backwards from Sinclair's a bit dangerous. Battle got in the back, should have got a free. Tucked up in the pocket here is O'Halloran. Snapping ball to the top of the goal square. Did well there was Wilson. Higgins fighting in the back half for the moment. Battle hits Sinclair, but Sinclair didn't grab it cleanly. It runs out of bounds. Hey mate, Bevo was lucky to still be coaching. I don't know if he'll be there by the end of the year if he keeps on making dumb team decisions like that. I don't even think Caleb Daniel was the problem. I think the problem was they didn't play Bontempelli through the middle for the majority of the game. So back in the ruck, Briggs won it down, fighting hard there is Daniels. Running through, Toby Green locks it in, it'll be another stoppage. 6 minutes to play in this first half. Giants lead by 19 points. Briggs tried to get a tap through, coming through hard there was Green, Steele, let it go. Man hard there was Ross, fighting hard was Stocker, Toby Green dives in. And it'll be another stoppage. So just ticked under 6 minutes to play in this first half. You're dominating the tipping so far, Brendan. You're bloody in fire. From the ruck down, Briggs fighting hard. Again, it'll be another repeat stoppage again. So it won't be long before the umpire makes a stupid decision here. Marshall tap down, Steele out the back. Winhager just jams it on the boot outside the defensive 50 for the moment. In front, did well. There was Caminiti. He wants to go, gives off the handball. Kept on running, there was Winhager. Long ball towards half forward, but it's all Giants back there, and Himmelberg cuts it off. Short little ball to Buckley. He wants to give and go, though. Long ball now towards the 50. Running back with the flight, though, was Marshall. Took a great grab in the end. Short ball to Brad Hill. Went about 4 metres. The umpire calls play on. Terrible kick from Brad Hill, and the Giants are going to make them pay here. Buckley goes inside the forward 50. Weird option. He had 3-on-1 against Riccardi, and then he pushed Marshall in the back. Yeah, last week you got a perfect... A lot of people got a lot last week, but you got the perfect week. You did well. I think all the favourites won in the end, didn't they? So now Seb Ross in the back 50. St Kilda need to exit a lot better than what they did the last few times. Ross works it out wide. Short little ball to Cordy, and he works it inside. Ross, and they can switch it on the outie of the Saints. That's where they go. Wilkie, short little ball. It's up Brad Hill. Still haven't passed the defensive half right now. They eventually go inside now. Out to Steele. So just a slow play here from the Saints. Seb Ross kept on running. Back inside the battle. It's a loopy kick. He gets to him in the end, though. Got an option at about 60 out. Decides to drive it long into the top of the goal square for the Saints. It gets out the back. I think it was touched, though. And it'll be a ball. It'll be a behind there for the Saints. So 18 points to the margin. Saints is lose. Yeah, they're not playing very well. The Dogs-Cats game, yeah, I guess that was 50-50. I think the Cats were the favourites, though. So Whitfield short into the back pocket. Connor Iden has the footy in the back pocket. On the outer side, he wants to go long with this one. 2-on-3, St Kilda's favour. In front was Briggs. Probably got a hold on that one. Should get the free kick, and he does. So now Briggs gives it over the top to O'Halloran. They work through hands pretty easily here, the Giants. Kelly back to O'Halloran. Low ball inside, just got to Green. He claims the mark. Don't know if he marked it, but he'll claim it all right. So he's just outside the 50. I don't know if he has the margin in him. Has the length here, Toby Green. He's setting up for a shot. I think he'll pull it back. I think he'll play a little trick play here, Toby Green. He's known for that. Oh. So the umpire tells him to play on now. So now Toby Green runs a bit of an arc. He hits it on 50. Long ball towards the top of the goal square. It gets over the top. Just through for a point. So back to a 19-point margin, as it's been for a lot of this game. Short ball outside there from Sinclair. Hits up Wanganeen Miller. That went 4 metres to Wilkie, but it was paid. That's gone about 5 metres to Brad Hill. That was pretty 15. Anyway, he works it out with a wide ball. Good kick in the end. It's up battle. Can the Saints get a late one here? Bring it back to under 3 goals. Inside to Hill. Wanganeen Miller. Ball on 50, all on his own here for St Kilda. He drives towards goal here, Jack Higgins. It won't make it in the goal square. It's Owens again. Well, Owens, he's had an up and down quarter. He took nearly mark of the week, then turned it over, gave away a goal. He's already got one in this quarter. Has 2 for the match. A chance here to snap his third. Shouldn't have too many. Oh my God. So he's given away a goal, he's kicked a good goal, and now he's kicked on the full from 10 metres out. Holy crap. So Lockie Ash wanting to go for a bit of a run here, could get shut down, just got the handball away to Whitfield. Now the Giants can make them pay on the counter. Short little kick was nice. Daniels wants to go towards half forward, hits up Jesse Hogan. A bit quiet today, Jesse. Got a couple of options in short. He now decides to go long to the top of the goal square for Toby. Good spoil there coming through from Wilkie. Steele, Sinclair. Wide ball, not a very good kick. On the bounce, Sharman gathered it well. Outside the defensive 50, but it's going to be coming back. Ash took the mark. Still just over a minute to play in the quarter. He plays on. Step one way then the other. Brad Hill with a good pressure. Dribbling ball inside the 50. Great gather from O'Halloran. Now Ware. Step one way then the other. Then duck back. Outside 50 sends up a high ball for the Flyers. Hogan's there. Couldn't get there and sport out of bounds. Forward pocket, just a minute to play in this first half. Giants by 19 points, and they have it inside their forward 50. So back in the ruck, tap down from Marshall. Green fighting hard, battle did well, tackled. Now Ross over to Winhager, just flicks a handball out the back, just hoping more than anything. Josh Pelly, good grab. And now tucked up in the pocket is Peatling, top of the goal square. Great spoil from Wanganeen Miller. Won't get to the boundary line though, fighting hard as Wilson. Kept it in for the moment. Oh, this could be deliberate here. Oh! I don't believe that was deliberate, but... Ooh, that's... Ooh. Bit lucky there, I'll give him that, but whatever. 40 seconds to play in the first half still. Giants inside their 50s once again. Briggs tap down. Did well there, Kelly's really worked it in the second term. Short little kick is nice. Hit up Toby Green in the pocket. He's built for these moments, Toby. He'll take this basically on the siren at half time. So Toby Green, he's kicked 2 so far today. This will be a big goal on the stroke at half time. He comes in now as the siren sounds and he's absolutely shanked it. Not even a score. So at half time, the Giants lead 7-6-48 to the Saints, 4-5-29. That is your halftime scoreline, guys. We'll be back in about 20 minutes with the second half.
G'day guys, welcome back to a new episode of the Boundary Riders podcast. Third quarter, I don't know what happened, but the fact that Blake Hardwick was the one that carried them on their back playing forward, you showed me a statistic after the game. He hadn't kicked 3 goals in his career or something. In a season, yeah. And he kicked 3 goals in that third quarter, got his team back in it, and was absolutely starring in that game. He was so dangerous up forward. He kicked an early goal in the fourth. Brought his team right back into it. Big goal from a couple of players. Jack Enovan kicked a goal as well. Celebrated in the goal square. That was big. We were barracking for Hawthorn. We were sitting amongst a couple of Hawthorn supporters, a lot of Collingwood supporters. I was able to piss off a Collingwood supporter next to me. He had to try to talk. Because, look, I'm going to be honest with you. If you're not yelling out funny things at the players, you know, whatever, they can't hear you. You can have a joke and a laugh. if you're yelling out funny things, that's the fun of going to a football game. Releasing your stresses of life. Because guess what? These players are getting paid 6 figures to play this game. You think they give a fuck about what I say? Get a grip. So anyway, a Collingwood supporter tried to have a talk to me and like tell me to like, I don't know what he was trying to say. It's like, oh, why don't you just calm down? I don't know. He didn't say that because if he did, I would be like, okay, maybe he's got a point. I was just having a laugh. But he was like trying to defend Nick Dacos because I made a couple of jokes about him or whatever. And I was like, bro, I don't even barrack for the Hawthorn. I'm just having a laugh. And you could see it because I was sitting there laughing the whole time. And this Collingwood supporter had a real go. And then what I thought was hilarious, which I think was the funniest part of the whole thing, was he went off to grab a beer, and when he came back, his wife told him to sit between his kids because he was feeling a bit sad. So that made me have a good chuckle as well. And I kept on making like gestures or whatever, like because because Blake Hardwick was having a massive game. And I was just yelling out like, oh, they're shaking, Maynard, they're shaking. Because Maynard was manning him up and I was saying he was scared. Obviously, they couldn't really hear me anyway. Even if they did, I don't think Braden Maynard's going to give a fuck about what I say. Do you think he cares? And if that did piss him off, I will take that as a badge of pride. Honestly. Because, let's be honest, who cares? He won a premiership last year. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And I just think it's hilarious. Like, if you were a West Coast fan at the game on Saturday, and you said something about Errol Goulden ducking or something, I wouldn't care. I don't get why people do. It's so weird to me that they get so defensive of a player. Because, I mean, I get it. Like, they're your team. But at the end of the day, let's be honest, they can't hear you. So they don't care. They have to deal with it all on social media all the time and get it, like, to seen to them. They can't hear someone yelling from the boundary line.
No.
500 metres away from them. They're too busy focusing on the job that they're doing.
Yeah.
Now, let's speak about jobs in football that people aren't doing very well at the moment. Because the fucking umpiring lately has been an absolute joke.
Yeah.
And I think that was the one disappointing point of Gather Around, was there was a couple of games that the umpiring was not... There was some big moments that the umpires did not take. The one thing I will start with is, if you're a goal umpire and you have to review 4 times on decisions that are in front of you, and you're in the best position in Adelaide Oval, you shouldn't have the job if you're calling for a review every 10 seconds.
No. And I thought the worst one was at Mount Barker in the Gold Coast Giants game, and it's literally I can't remember who marked it. I think it was McAndrew who marked the ball on the boundary line, on the goal line. He marks it clear as day, inside play. The goal umpire asked for the review. He's literally standing right there. He says, "Oh, can we get a score review on that?" He's literally a metre in.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah, there was a couple of fucking shockers. But, of course, we have to talk about the Jordan Clark descent. Now, if you were watching this, you would not know how much it sucked the atmosphere out of the ground when he got that free kick when Matt Kennedy got that free kick in front of goal, 30 metres out after that descent call.
Yeah.
So we were barracking for Fremantle because they were the team below, they were the underdogs of the game. There was a lot of Carlton fans as well. You know, understandably they were pretty excited about the comeback. I will say one thing: Fremantle shouldn't have lost from there. They had a pretty good lead, and they conceded 4 goals in the last 5 minutes, and dropped the game. But at the end of the day, that's not what we're really here to talk about. We're talking about the controversy with Jordan Clark. So, Jordan Clark gave away a descent free kick, which was Matt Cockrell kicked the goal. It was going back to the middle. Jordan Clark said something. The umpire took it as he was getting abused, and he paid a descent decision. Now, at the time, no one knew what happened, really. We all thought that maybe someone got hit behind the play. No one was really looking. We saw, at first we thought maybe because we thought the ball was touched when it happened originally. Because we saw that, all the Freo players were running around saying, that is touched, what are you talking about? It came off James H's arm. You can see the ball got deflected on the broadcast. So for Kane Corns to say hit his hair, I get that was the first instance. But you can see in the replay that the ball deflected a pretty big distance when it came off James H's arm. And the umpire called a mark. And we thought at first, and people around us thought, that the other umpire called touched. And the other one called a mark. So it was paid a mark to Matt Cottrell. He went back, kicked the goal. Then Jordan Clark got angry at himself because for some reason I can't remember, but he then yelled out something. We'll talk about that in a minute. He yelled out something, and the umpire took it as he was getting abused or something. And then the umpire gave him a descent free kick 30 metres out, which killed the game.
Yeah.
So there's still about 40 seconds on the clock when Cottrell kicked that goal to give Fremantle a chance to get another one in the middle.
Yeah.
They were doing pretty well in the middle as well, so there's no guarantee that could have turned the game. And we know that doesn't change it. That still can be a bad decision. You know, they can't change it at the end of the day. But we saw with Ben Keys last year, a lot of Crow supporters had this what they were about that decision because they would have been in front.
Yeah.
And you know, people can say, "Oh, there was still 40 seconds." You know, other things could have happened, but at the end of the day, that would have changed the game. So they gave away the descent call. Matt Kennedy got the free kick, turned around, kicked the goal, killed the game off. The atmosphere got sucked so hard out of the fucking ground. Because if it did go back to the middle, there was still so much tension in the game. No one knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
There was 40 seconds on the clock. Fremantle get that clearance. Who knows what happens? They could get up forward. Fucking Amos could jump up, take a big mark, have a shot on the siren. Massive moment. Even if that mark was not a mark, that would still be. There's still atmosphere in the air.
Yeah.
But the game just got sucked out because the umpire made a dissent decision. Now look, I'm not saying they have to get rid of the dissent rule. But if you're in the heat of the moment and you say something, just take it on the chin and maybe talk to the player after the game. If worse comes to worse, if it is that bad, send it to the fucking tribunal the next week.
Yeah.
If you have to fucking get your big fucking head into the game, get your finger up and say, "Oh no," ruin a fucking big game and a big moment of football, and you take that to heart to the point where you take a game away from a team, a potential chance for a team, you shouldn't have the job. And that may be a big thing to say, but if you can't take the F word in this situation, get another job. Go work in IT. Because that is fucking ridiculous that he's took that game from them. Now, after that, on social media, former umpire Michael Pell came out and said, "The irony is that all of this, that I warned Jordan Clark in the COVID 14 v 14 nothing game, when he was a spoiled brat and carrying on that he needed to stop abusing umpires. Guess he still hasn't learned stinky attitude, and any wonder of Geelong were happy to see him at the back of him." Okay. Now, first of all, if you don't know who Michael Pell is, he is the guy who was in the controversy, the scandal of betting on players for the Brownlow. So, great source there. Shut up, Michael. How about you stop betting on the fucking betting on fucking Brownlow favourites? You loser. Second, Geelong held him for an extra 12 months at the club, so they weren't happy to get rid of him. And third, Fremantle came out and said that he's a pretty good guy. So who am I going to take the fucking thought of? Fremantle or Michael Pell, who may be related to George Pell? We don't know. Okay, maybe that's a bit far. But anyway, just fuck off, you absolute shit stain, Michael Pell, you wanker. And for all the outlets on the AFL, fucking Fox Footy, Channel 9, all these sort of outlets taking his word as gospel, fuck all of them as well. Because they were more than happy to report on how bad this guy is, about the betting stuff that he's doing. But as soon as they can make money off of a different situation, that's right. It's all about the money.
Yeah.
It's all about the money. They can sit there and have a whinge on one thing, but then as soon as they can make money out of this guy, he's back in the limelight. He's all good. So whatever. And look, he's not allegedly he bet money on. He took, he made bets on Brownlow votes. So on the Brownlow. Yeah. So allegedly, but let's be honest. Anyway, so then it came out, and then got to the lead of the AFL, Andrew Dillon. He came out and said, "I can't repeat what was said. Fuck you. Tell us what you said. We know what it is, but tell us. We're all big people. We're all adults. We can hear it. The mark wasn't there in the first place. We've acknowledged that was a mistake, but the dissent decision was correct." Okay. You have shown me a report of what was allegedly said by Jordan Clark. Now I've got the video clip up here. You won't have to see it. You just have to hear it. I've got my volume up on my phone so you guys can all hear this. This is what allegedly Jordan Clark said.
So I can tell you today that the reason Jordan Clark was penalised for the SAM. So what happened, of course, when he gave up that telling contest to Matt Cottrell, at the end of that, he used the words to the effect of, "You effing idiot, Jordan." Now, he had been verbally challenging the umpires all day. I think he acknowledges that to some of his teammates, and so you can absolutely understand why the umpire thought he was directing it at him.
But he said Jordan.
That's what he says. That's what he says. And so I think when Alex Pearce went to clarify that with the umpires, they said we didn't hear exactly what was said, but we thought it was demonstrative there. So I can tell you.
So the umpire didn't exactly hear what he said, and he's more than happy to pull a potential 4 points from Fremantle. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
You didn't even hear what he said, and you take away 4 points, a potential 4 points from a football club.
So he said he didn't hear him, but because he was looking at him when he said this alleged quote, he gives him a free kick. Like, come on, give me a break. Like, you're in the heat of the battle, a minute to go in the game. Everyone knows it, and you suck the atmosphere straight out the ground.
You gave no chance for the other team.
No.
I understand the marking situation more because it was a very fine touch.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that one of the umpires, because there's fucking 4 of them out there, one of them should have seen it. It was touched.
Yeah.
But even though they don't have you would think that they're so fucking blind, you think their hearing would be a little bit better, wouldn't you? But no, they couldn't hear that either. Fucking idiots. This is why people get so fucking angry on the umpiring. And it was interesting as well because the game after it, there was a little bit of like umpiring issues late in the game for Geelong when they got a free kick late. And all the people around us were like, "Oh, they've ruined another fucking game from the umpiring." It happened before, it's happened now. Like all the neutral supporters. I thought that was very interesting. And people are getting more and more frustrated at the umpiring because it is a huge issue in the game. They are getting worse. It is obvious, and nothing is getting done about it. So, I know we've got a bit angry about this. I understand, but even if Jordan Clark said something really bad, like unless he said something like "I'm gonna hurt you," unless he threatened the umpire or said something like homophobic, like Jeremy Finlayson did. Very interesting that wasn't given a free kick, yet it was caught. Why wasn't that given a free kick? The umpire got it caught in the mic. Another player acknowledged it.
Yeah.
Jeremy Finlayson admitted to it, yet nothing was rewarded.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But a guy who stands there and says "fuck," he gets 4 points taken away. No chance of 4 points for his team. Ruins a whole 23 and the fans. Ruins the game.
Yeah.
Even for the Carlton fans. The Carlton fans in front of us were like, "Oh, well, we've won the game."
Yeah.
Ruined the whole atmosphere of the ground. All because this umpire was butthurt that he may have sworn at him.
Yeah. But didn't actually hear what he said. But because he looked at him, oh well, that meant he was talking to him, and oh well, he said "fuck," so it must be directed at him.
Yeah. How about you go and work in a fucking work as a tradie, and if you hear the word "fuck," you think, "Oh." That's like saying the word "end" in Australia. If someone says the word "fuck," get over it. Fuck me. See? Did you take that to heart?
Yeah.
Alright, you're gonna have to leave for four weeks after that.
Yeah.
Get fucking over it. And I think all of this could have been sorted out by the umpire going, even if the umpire was angry and heated, he went, "Wait, what did you just say?" And Jordan Clark, if it was not, like, you can tell as an umpire, you can tell as someone, if someone got angry at you, you would know if they're being honest or they're like joking. Like if I accidentally say something to my wife, when you're like in an argument with your wife or something, and you say something and she calls you out and says, "What did you just say?" And you go, when you said something wrong, you probably shouldn't have said it in the argument. You're just a little bit angry, you're just a little bit frustrated, you want to let vent a little bit. You would know as the umpire, oh, he's lying. But if Jordan Clark turned around and said, "Oh no, I'm just angry at the moment because I just made a mistake. I fucked up. I'm sorry. I didn't say it to you."
Yeah.
All that had to happen. The umpire had, but no, he got his little finger up and he's like, "No, that's a free kick. That's ruining the game of football." Get over it. The amount of times they. All right, we're gonna stop talking about this because we could whine on about this for an hour. But at the end of the day, that was a huge blight on the fucking Carlton game because it was a really good game of footy, especially that last quarter. And who knows what would happen in those last. I'm not gonna say they should give Fremantle the 4 points. Obviously not. They were in front, Carlton, but it ruined it, in my opinion, the last 20 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
Anyway, so to the Fremantle fans, there was a couple of Freo fans that were fucking ropeable. There was a Freo fan from the top who threw his beanie down. He was fucking pissed. And there were 2 Freo fans that left, threw their finger up and said, "Fuck you." They were fucking pissed. It was a huge bunch of them too. So, yeah, if you are a Freo fan and you watch that moment, trust me, there are more people that are on your side than not. And don't read the fucking stupid comments on Facebook and all that sort of stuff, on Instagram and stuff. Of Carlton fans going, "Oh, we still would have won the game. We had more free kicks."
Yeah, we can't do it for a long period. Jesus,
I don't
who do you think he
Freo
is?
fans saying they would have won. No Freo fans saying that.
No Freo fans saying that. They're saying that you just,
I mean, they're saying that, look, they're saying, most people are saying the umpire dissent wouldn't have happened if they made the right call about the mark, which is fair enough. I feel like at this point, they should just give up on the mark, really. I feel like most of the time that's going to be paid. And sometimes the umpire picks it up, sometimes they don't. Whatever. But at the end of the day, that umpire dissent decision was a fucking joke.
yeah.
Get over it. Alright, let's move on because we can keep on going about this. One interesting news part about Gather Round, though, is of course it will be here in 2025, and there will be a game hosted at the Barossa Valley. So that's a pretty interesting one. They do play some Sandful games down there throughout the year, so they will be hosting a game in the Barossa Valley. I think it's about 40-50 minutes away from the Adelaide CBD, so they'll probably be playing a couple of lower teams next year down there. I'll be interested to see if they still play games at Mount Barker. I'm thinking they'll play one at Mount Barker and one at the Barossa.
Yeah.
Because they play 2 down there. I don't think they'll play another 2. I don't think they'll play 2 at the Mount Barker and then 1 at the Barossa. I don't think that will happen because I think they're happy with how Norwood's going.
Yeah.
And how they get the atmosphere around that. But I do think that's a very interesting, very interesting that they're deciding to play at different grounds. I like that. I just really hope next year they do space the games out a little bit better on Saturday.
Yeah, I think that's what annoyed a lot of. They couldn't get from. You cost the fans of Carlton and Freo did not go to Mount Barker if they wanted to.
And I think as well, the Sydney game got that's the reason why it wasn't fully packed as well. That would have been because the capacity was 10,000, and look, it was pretty close, obviously. But like for Swans fans like me, I was pretty disappointed that I was disappointed by how we played in that first half. I'll be honest with you, but I was kind of hoping at one point.
Alrighty guys, we're back with the second half. Both teams getting back into their positions right now. So let's just quickly change this up. So of course Sam Taylor is out. All news reports are saying that he is okay. Obviously will be taken to the hospital for precautionary reasons. At this point, nothing can beat the Orange Tsunami. To be fair, I think they've beaten a lot of easy teams. This has probably been other than Collingwood, which I mean they weren't that good at the start of the season anyway. This is probably their biggest test so far, and they've done really well. So that is good to see on the Giants' point of view. But here we go. Siren has sounded, and the third quarter is about to get underway. So here we go. Bruce with the tap down. Fighting hard there is Ross on Callahan. Callahan got hands to it, couldn't gather it. Marshall did well. Burns out the back. Winhager won, so did well with Burns. Links up now with Captain Steele inside the forward 50. Absolute tumbler. Couldn't gather it. And now the Giants can work it through hands really well. Ash off halfback. Absolute mongrel once again. Got a terrible bounce there. Cadman trying to work it forward. Did well, Cordy. Sinclair. Inside handball was a nice one. Now the Saints can go on the counter as well. Higgins got an option inside the forward 50 and all on his own. Hits him well. And a chance here for Jack Steele to get on the scoreboard. Do you think they will stop having games at Norwood in Gather Round? Look, because it's Gather Round, I don't know. But I do think we have other grounds here in South Australia that are a lot more useful. I think the main reason why I have them there, though, is because it's so close to Adelaide Oval, so then people can still get to the games afterwards. That's my main reason for it. But yeah, I don't know. So Jack Steele comes in, had a pretty good game today, but one of St Kilda's best. He kicks on 50, high balls, and got the distance. Umpire goes down. I think we'll have to check this one. Umpire calls a goal. So let's just check it. Jack Steele has got the distance. So St Kilda get the first goal of the second half, and the captain delivers. He's probably been their best so far, Jack Steele. He's had to be today. And that's a big finish. Just on his limit, he gets there enough. Yeah, for your question about Norwood, yeah, I think that's probably... I don't think they'll change it next year, maybe the year after that. They're going to be playing a game and gather around next year at the Barossa, so we'll see how they play out. We did talk about it on our podcast this week. I don't know if we talked about it. I don't know if you guys heard it on that bit there, but we talked about how Mount Barker, the game down there, they didn't set up very well. I hope they do next year a lot better, especially with parking. But yeah, Tans captain said Norwood didn't feel like a premiership match, which was weird. Yeah, I did hear that. I don't think he meant it in the way that he said it, I will say. But, yeah, probably not the best look for it. So back in the middle we go. St Kilda down by 13, but they get the first of the second half. From the tap down, Green got met well there by Steele. He's lifted again. And now the Saints can rebound. Here they go. Brad Hill from 50. 2 quick goals in a minute. Here come the Saints. Great finish from Brad Hill. And this has kind of come out of nowhere. But it came out in the second half with a statement. So Brad Hill, leading ranked points player on the ground at the moment, had made a couple of mistakes in that first half, but that's a great response. So Briggs knocks this one down. Green, they'll get the clearance to the joint. Oh, maybe they won't. O'Halloran fumbled at the crucial stage. Tapped it out, coming through was Briggs. Got boots of ball. They almost marked that one there. I think it was Bedford couldn't. And now Sinclair wrapped up. So forward half of the forward half here for the Giants, just in front of the centre circle. So Briggs with the tap down, trying to get it to Callahan. He gathered it, just couldn't get a clean handball away. Wilson goes in very hard and under, couldn't get a free kick out of it. So 2 early goals in the space of a couple of minutes for St Kilda. They're right back within 7 points. Hasn't felt that close so far today, but now they're right back in it. Marshall with the clearance. Tough bounce, but it may work out for St Kilda. Owens was held, playing onto the call. Outside handball from Battle, working through hands nicely. Burns and now Ross. To half forward is a nice kick. Hit up Caminiti. So Caminiti doesn't look like he's got a lot of options. So he's just going to set it up high and long for Membry and King. It gets at the back. O'Halloran is there. Good handball to Whitfield. Just got the hands free to Kelly. So the smooth movers of the Giants get a couple of possessions here. Inside out, a job outside the defensive 50. Hogan couldn't gather. Did well though. Brown. Hogan over the top. Now Kelly. They work it through hands pretty well. The Giants and Brown happy to be escorted over the boundary line. So the pressure's lifted from St Kilda. So tap down there for Marshall. Green got pushed off it. Now Briggs comes through strong. Cornelia, underground handball was nice. Green did well. They're working through hands nicely, the Giants. Callahan through the middle. Off to Ash. Almost went to grab, but he kept on running. He points long. He now goes with the long bomb into the pocket. It may go all the way, but he leaves it out to the right. So a big chance there for the Giants on the rebound. Just couldn't convert there, Lockie Ash. So now St Kilda can go. Long kick from Battle outside the defensive 50. It's a great kick in the end. Burns found some space on the wing. Been good for them there. Good for the Saints this year, Ryan Burns. Kept his spot on the list last year. Goes with a long kick down towards 50. King was held a little. Play on. Great little hands from Hill. Now Owens over the top to Caminiti. Got it to his toes. Wasn't a great handball. And now the Giants can repel. Tough play there from the Giants. They work it through, hands down the middle. Here they go. Perryman. Short little ball. Hits up Bedford. He's got Tom Green riding shotgun. Gives it now. They've got the overlap here, the Giants. Brown got a couple of options. Got to pick the right one. And he does. Cadman takes the mark. Great work from GWS. And a chance here for the young gun in Aaron Cadman to get on the scoreboard. Hasn't done much today, Aaron Cadman. Only had the 4 touches, yet to hit the scoreboard so far. Obviously a big pre-season from him. A lot of talk about Aaron Cadman. He's going to hit this season on fire. He's had a pretty good start. He comes in now. It fades back pretty well. And Aaron Cadman settles his side a little. So they get back to a 14-point lead. So that's twice in the quarter now the Giants have been able to go from D50 to forward 50. That time they get it to work, and they're on the scoreboard pretty quickly. Just a little bit, wasn't good marking on defence there. Battle had to man 2 Giants forwards who were inside their forward 30, and he couldn't do so. Aaron Cadman gets his first, and straight into the ruck they go. Green with the clearance, off the ground, did well. Toby Green threw that away, play on. Now the Saints kick on the counter, Sinclair got taken high. But Jack Sinclair in the middle of the ground. Nice little kick. It's up Wenhager. Goes in with the short little one to Marshall. Just outside 50, Rowan Marshall goes with a short ball on the lead. Great kick. Remember, he couldn't mark though. Now the pressure comes. Cadman. Tackled well by Steele. Got boot to ball somehow. Bonner gathered it well. Little short kick. They should be away. He is. Short kick was terrible to Butler from Wilson. Run out of bounds. So far this decade, these two teams have not won against each other on their home turfs. That's a great little stat there, Brendan. I definitely wouldn't have told you that one. I definitely don't know that. So what are you saying? St Kilda are going to come back, are you? That's a big call. I'll give you that. But they've started well in this quarter. I'll give you. So maybe there's something in it. From the tap down, fighting through nicely. There was Caminiti. Couldn't bring it with him though. Now gets slung to ground. There was Winhager. And the umpire will call for it. So just inside St Kilda's forward 50. So Cadman knocks it down. Coming through was Ash. Couldn't bring it with him. Hill fighting hard. Underneath there was Butler. Steal out. Did really well. Winhager just got boots the ball. Trickles to Cornelio. He gets it outside the defensive 50 for the moment. Tough bounce to Reed. Bonner gathered it. Good tackle from Harvey Thomas. It'll be a ball up. So about 75-80 out from St Kilda's goal now. Anything can happen. I agree with you, Brendan. 100%. Back at the stoppage. Winhager got taken down without it. He'll get the free here. He takes the advantage of Jack Sinclair. Low ball inside was nice. Good effort there from Iden. Coming in, couldn't mark. And now the Giants can repel nicely. Ash takes a bounce to the defensive 50. Long ball out towards the commentary side for Beetling. He's got Burns on his hammer. And Burns has scored him over the boundary line. Great work from the Giants just to bring that to ground there. It looked like a certain mark coming up for the Saints. But Iden, on the hammer of Caminiti knocked it down. So tap down there, coming through Marshall. Just got the clearance as well there, big Rowan. Bouncing ball towards half forward. Perryman tracks it down well. A little short ball hits up Lockie Ash. Had a pretty good game so far, Lockie Ash. He now wants to swish. Handball on the half back. Wasn't the greatest. Himmelberg back to Iden. He goes in short, back to Himmelberg. That wasn't 15 though from the umpire. Now the Saints can pressure. Himmelberg just got the handball away. Kelly works it out wide. They can go through hands here, the Giants. O'Halloran over the top. Where, nice little kick, it's up Riccardi. He wants to go. Doesn't have a lot of options though, so he's just going to have to hold it up a little. Hogan's been well held today up forward. Looks like they're going to go that direction now though. 2 on 1 and Jesse, here he is! Great mark from Jesse Hogan. As I said, Wilkie's had him well held today, but on cue, Jesse Hogan takes the mark. It's early days for Jesse Hogan, on track for an All-Australian spot. How he's playing. He runs his around and he has hit the post. Hit them both. In fact, Jesse Hogan. Weird run up there. He runs straight and kind of changed his mind. Then did a snap on goal and he hit both posts on the way through. I think you got to set up for the snap. You got to set up for the set shot. You can't. He went like straight set shot, but then for some reason then came out on his arc and messed it up. So long kick outside the defensive 50 here from Sinclair coming through nicely. There was Wilson. He can go on the wing here at Monica. Absolute mongrel down the wing, but it may actually work here. Coming through well, there was Garcia, the first gamer. He came on as the sub. Here go the Giants, fighting hard as Sharman. Did well, handled at the back. Gathered well there, Sinclair. Wide ball goes out in memory. So St Kilda made their sub. I'll check it in a moment. Half forward kick to Filippo. Was on the bounce, not the greatest kick. Iden. Gathered it well to Whitfield. O'Halloran. Out wide now to Perryman. Goes to the inside kick. It's dangerous. Ross did well to bring it to ground. Brown now. Jammed on the boot there was Canelio. Grabbed it well, Daniels. Part of the Seas did well. Out wide they go to the Giants. Thomas can break 50. Short little ball's brilliant. Hits up Jesse Hogan. Great work there from GWS. Just checking that sub right now, guys. So, Garcia's number 34, isn't he? Yeah, they haven't said who's the sub yet, but yeah, Garcia is on the ground. So Jesse Hogan missed a pretty easy goal a few moments ago. This is a little bit more regulation. This is a straight set shot, no coming around here. So Hogan lines up. Been massive this year. Runs that little stutter step and he's hooked it to the right. So a couple of missed chances here from GWS. So Dan Butler has been subbed out. Nick Dalsano's just said that on the boundary. So a little bit surprised by that. I thought they would have taken off Caminiti if I'm being honest. But nonetheless, they've made the sub now, the Giants. Bonner with a kick in short. Hits up Stocker. So now Stocker takes his time. Long out towards the wing on the outer side. Two on two there. Iden is one of those for the Giants. Thumps it out of bounds. So Garcia is onto the ground and he's pretty much in this stoppage right now. He lines up against Steve Canelio of all players. That's a big matchup for the first gamer. Now Green gets the clearance. Long tumbling ball inside the 50. Going up way too early. There was Riccardi. How was that not paid? I don't think he got anywhere near that. Nonetheless, back at the play. Canelio over the top did well. Daniel shrugs one tackle. Didn't get the handball away, but he gets the high free kick. One of the shortest players in the comp probably gets a couple of high ones. So now Daniels, usually a pretty good ball user when going inside 50. He goes long into the pocket. Up he goes, Brown! Almost dragged it down as well. Just gets out the back and it's out of bounds. Couple of big flies the last few weeks. Not many players have been able to hold on. So back in the ruck, Marshall tried to take it out of there, left the ball behind, fighting hard as Peatling. Great little handball off to Brent Daniels, bending towards the top of the goals and hooks it too far. So a couple of misses here from the Giants. They're peppering a little bit in this third term. So now Filippo coming outside the defensive 50, just hit the kick well on to Seb Ross. In the middle of the ground they can go here. Short little ball back to Filippo, has to run back off his mark, probably not the greatest. He's got Bonner in the centre of the ground. He gives it off to Battle. Oh, terrible handball. And the St Kilda are going to mess this one up again. Bonner fighting hard with Himmelberg. Himmelberg was smarter, but he went to ground. Just got the handball away. Thomas tried to hit O'Halloran. Probably too much of a hot handball. But he tried to break away, and Garcia shuts him down. Did well, Garcia. He's already had 3 tackles since he came onto the ground, bringing in the pressure. Free kick's been ripped out. You're going to go St Kilda's way to Marshall. He's been big today. So now Marshall plays on. High ball in just inside the forward 50. For King! Took that in between his legs almost. But the umpire pays it. King only had 1 chance so far today. Pretty easy opportunity and he missed it. Got to get into this game if St Kilda are going to be able to come over the top here. He's only had the 2 touches so far, Max King. And 1 behind from those 2 touches from the 1 kick he's had. That's his first mark as well. So Jack Buckley's been able to do the job since Sam Taylor got subbed out. But now Max King. He'll kick this from just on the Telstra logo at 50. He'll kick through it. It's going to fade to the left. It won't make the distance. It will make the distance, and it's on the full. So Max King having a bit of a dirty day so far. So now you go the Giants outside the defensive 50. Long ball towards the wing. Great work from Wilkie. Almost dragged it down. Cadman fighting hard. Handball quick to Peatling. They smother it here well here, the Saints. Garcia got tackled well, though. Aaron Cadman locked up the arm brilliantly. And we got ball up. Just on the forward half of the wing here for St Kilda. Briggs probably got the tap down, tried to fist it forward for his team, did well. Bedford, tumbling ball towards half forward, got at the back there, Cadman. St Kilda have the numbers here, Cordy, grabbed it on the second attempt. Long handball, hits up Burns. He's looking for an option, Toby Green about to track him down, just got the handball away, Hill. Terrible handball, but Toby Green's giving away the free kick, so I'll go back to Burns here on the wing. So Brad Hill has the football. Inside kick is dangerous, but he hits it. Gives it off Garcia, straight to Bonner, short little ball, great work from the Saints. So Max King takes the mark, just inside the forward 50. He wants to go into the pocket, no talking there from the Saints. Marshall cut it off from Sharman. And now the Giants have the numbers here, O'Halloran, great work. Thomas, off to Ware, short little ball on the wing, and that's good enough. He takes it on the second attempt there, Riccardi. They want to go with the Giants. Riccardi over the top to Callahan, got met hard by Bonner. Here they go, the Giants, Kelly. Gives it off now, fighting hard. Great tackle from Garcia, the young man. Locks up Whitfield, deserved the free kick for that. Didn't get it. I know he was out of bounds. That was a great tackle. So here we go, back in the ruck. Briggs takes it out of there, handball towards Bedford, fisted away from him, fighting hard there with Battle, did well. Cornelio, great tackle on Windhager, locked the arm, brilliant tackle, textbook stuff. Pressure's lifting in this game. Who will meet it? Which team will meet it better? Garcia's brought something since he came onto the ground for the Saints. I think that's his 4th tackle already. From the tap down, fisted down well. Windhager, though, gets the clearance into the middle of the ground. It's a dangerous kick. Fisted away with Iden. Owen fighting hard. Owens couldn't bring it with him. Ware. There with O'Halloran. He gets the handball now. Ware. Wide ball. It's a good kick. Brown probably should have marked that in the end. Fighting hard against Bonner. Bonner went to ground. Brown did well. And Sinclair having to take him over the boundary line. So just over 6.5 minutes to play in this third term. St Kilda started the better of the two, but the Giants have fought their way back. Currently lead it by 17 points. So back in the ruck. Briggs smacks it down towards Bedford and it will run out of bounds. Basically, with the boundary line meets the 50 on the outer side. Right now, the Giants. The Briggs try to take it out of the ruck. Marshall fighting hard. Gets at the back now. Sinclair just jams it on the boot. Gets it out of the defensive area for the moment. Fisted away from Iden. Great work from Winhager. Just broke the tackle of O'Halloran and thumps it forward. It's going to go all the way towards their 50, about 70 out. But Buckley's back there to take the mark. So they want to switch it now. Perryman in the defensive 50. Wanting to look onto the wing. Didn't have an option, so just works it in short. Finds Whitfield. And that's going to be 50. I think Filippo's given one away. A little bit tough, but nonetheless, Whitfield going up to the 50-metre line, going up towards the middle of the ground. Forward half of the middle, in fact, is very dangerous. Works the ball in short. Finds Green. Just outside 50, Toby Green. He's got a couple of options. Low ball is nice. And he hits up his mate in Josh Kelly. He's been well held so far, Josh Kelly, by Winhager. Worked himself into the game in the second term a little. But a chance here to give the Giants nearly a 4-goal plus lead. He's had 12 touches, only had 1 in the first term. But he's worked himself into it a little bit. But Josh Kelly, usually a great finisher on goal. He'll kick just outside the 50, thumps it long, he's got the distance, and he's got the goal! Good finish from Josh Kelly. Blows out that margin just under 4 goals. Do you think Carlton will play GWS in the grand final? Yeah, that's a pretty good call early. I think it's very hard to tell so far. I mean, last year, no one would have expected Carlton and GWS at this point of the season to make even the prelims. So I'm going to say my guess so far, but I do think that Sydney have a chance. The Giants are going to be big this year. Geelong have been okay so far too, so we'll see how that goes. Iden in the defensive 50, met with pressure, just got out there. Whitfield, Callahan got booted to the ball, just outside the defensive 50. Wilson went back, didn't bring the ball though. Now Garcia goes in hard with Harvey Thomas. Be a ball up, Telstra logo out of side, forward 50 here for the Saints. From a tap down, Marshall did well. Owens, good tackle on Kelly, fighting hard there. Dove on that one a little bit there, Whitfield. He's under a lot of pressure here and he's going to be pinned. So Saints will get the free kick just outside the forward 50. Low ball inside there from Owens. Not a good kick at all. And Iden will sit under them all day. Out the back to Buckley. Short little ball. Ash, and now they can work it through hands here, the Giants. They could get locked down. Little low ball underground. Finds O'Halloran, who can gather it and go. Great work from Garcia, the young man. Works it forward. Cut off there by Himmelberg. And now the Giants can go on the counter. Ash missed the handball to Whitfield. Hill tried to shut him down. Callahan fighting hard. King's got to go harder there. And now the Giants can go. Long kick to half forward. Toby Green in a 2-on-1. Did well there, Cordy. Took the body. And now Wanganeen Miller over the top finds Wilson. So Wilson wants to go. Wide kick to Hill. Been good today. So now Brad Hill drives a long ball inside the 50. And Filippo gets away. Takes a good mark. So to keep St Kilda in touch, going close to 3/4 time. The young man, Mateus Filippo, has a chance here for St Kilda. So they missed a couple of opportunities in this third term, St Kilda. But Filippo has a steely look on his face. I think he's got this... Kicked it straight in the middle of the mark. Thank God he kicked it before I got that sentence away, because that would have been embarrassing. Ware gives it off to Kelly. Low ball down the wing on the bounce to Green. Got tackled well by Battle. In fact, it's Stocker and be a ball up. Marshall was held. He'll get the free kick in the ruck. So now Marshall, been good today. Sends a high ball into the pocket. 3-on-3 here. Filippo got there, almost took the mark down. Higgins, handball up in the air towards King. Try to break past the tackle, and it'll be a ball up. Back in the right, pushed him out there, Caminiti. Still didn't get away with the free. Higgins, darting and weaving, just got the handball. Ricochet to Cadman. Kicks it outside the defensive 50 for the moment. Marshall, fists it away. Bedford gathers. And now the Giants can go at the back again. Hogan, about to get dragged down front. Bonner, just got the kick away. The Giants can work it forward here. Thomas, short little ball, missed Daniels. He has to go and track it down. Fighting hard as Burns. Went underground. He's going to give away the free kick. I think he will. So Brent Daniels gets the free. So just under 2 minutes to play. Short ball to Callahan. If the Giants get another one going into three-quarter time, it's going to be near impossible for the Saints to get back. So Callahan drives it to the top of the goal square. Out the back is Jesse Hogan. Takes a really good mark. Played for the 50. He didn't get it, Jesse Hogan. He's had a big third term, though. Just hasn't been able to get the scoreboard in this third term, though, Jesse. He's only kicked the 1 goal, too. That was a really good mark, though. So Hogan, he's hit 1 goal, 2 today. Missed a couple of really easy opportunities. 30 metres out, straight in front. The Somerset comes up, kicks through the ball very nicely, and the Giants get out to a game-high lead of the 29 points. Back in the middle we go. Just under a minute to play in this third term. Can St Kilda get a late one here? Marshall gets the clearance. Inside the 50 they go. Higgins has a couple of options. Wheels around on the left boot. Misses Filippo. He kept the feet though. Harvey Thomas working back in the defensive 50. Threw that away there. Perryman got a bit lucky. Owens went to ground. Got met hard too. Perryman little handball out. Filippo got booted to ball. Trickled towards Garcia. Couldn't gather it. Now they work in defence here. Tom Green just threw it over his shoulder. Said someone else deal with it. Thomas tapped it forward. Callahan got tackled well. Tried to take him on. Could be under a bit of pressure from the umpire. And he is. So a free kick will go the Saints' way. It's going to go to the captain in Steele. He runs his arc now. Jack Steele sets it to the top of the goal square for the Flyers. Up goes Caminiti. Couldn't bring it down. It bounces in front of the goal square. The Giants should be able to repel here late. And the long ball outside the defensive 50 should call off the warning here. The siren sounds, and at three-quarter time, the Giants take a game-high lead of a 29-point margin into the final change. They lead 10-10-70 to St Kilda 6-5-41. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, my back. Burgers are better at Hungry Jack's. Oh, yeah. Oh my god, get to the second half already. Fuck, the last quarter already. Fuck me out. So it looks like Max King's actually had a massive head knock late in the quarter, and he's actually going to be... He's actually... Oh, it's on the left knee at the moment. So just going back into positions, guys, for the last quarter. So here we go. Final quarter about to get underway. Can the Saints come back or will the Giants hold strong? They've been brilliant in this game so far. Back in the middle. Chance here for Burns. Got a quick handball away, but it's cut off well by Peatling. Gems are back inside the forward 50. High ball for Hogan. Up went Riccardi. Got two hands to it. Took a great mark. And as I drop something onto the ground, I make a big noise. Probably scared 3 people. Anyway. So Riccardi been a bit quiet so far in this one. Obviously Jesse Hogan being the big focal point. But he got 2 hands to that one. Riccardi took a great mark in the end. And a chance here. This would almost kill off the game. So Riccardi comes in. Kicks towards goal. Goes to the right a little bit, but he gets it home. And the Giants pump this lead out to 35 points. So back in the middle we go. Green gave it off. 1-2 did well there. Green then just thumps a handball forward. Daniels takes the front spot from 50. Top of the goal square they go. Good sport from behind for Riccardi. Brought it to ground. Cordy somehow got a kick away. Stocker. Now battle. They work it through hands. Finds Burns. Dribbling ball left side the defensive 50. They're trying to get out of that tackle there. Garcia just got the handball away. Burns jams it on the boot outside the defensive 50 for the moment. High ball. Perryman couldn't gather it. Buckley tracks it down and is happy to take it out of bounds. So back in the ruck, Marshall knocks it down. It goes straight out of bounds and we'll get it back once again. So back in the ruck we go. Briggs won it down. Cornelio out towards Whitfield. They work it through hands pretty well. Peatling couldn't gather it cleanly. Giants do well though there from Daniels. Peatling gets it on the boot. But Stocker goes back nicely, takes a good mark. And he wants to go on the outer side. Finds Brad Hill, who wants to give off the handball. He now realises he's got to do this himself. He's got to kick inside, decides not to go there. Runs past Tom Green, thumps it inside the forward 50. It's a good kick in the end. And it's up Marshall. So Rowan Marshall, been beaten in the headouts today, but other than that, he's probably taken the ruck duel. He's taken that matchup. But a chance here to get a goal. He had a shot earlier in the game, didn't convert. This one, not even close. Don't think it's going to make the distance either. Stuck in the pocket, almost marked in the end. And it runs over for a brush behind. So now Ash over the top to Iden. They're under pressure here, the Giants. Looks like O'Halloran's more than happy to be just dragged over the line for a boundary throw in. So Marshall gets up a little bit gingerly there. Hopefully everything's all good on his side. He's not too impressed at all. So Max King's still off the ground. Briggs gets the tap, thumps it well, hit up Tom Green brilliantly. They probably did that in the training drill throughout the week. Finds Hogan on the lead. True centre wing on the other side. They can kill it here and now, the Giants, if they get one here. Long ball towards the 50. Stocker sat under it well. Took a great mark. So now Stocker, low ball. Hits up Steele. Now Hill. About to get taken down. Just got a high one. He takes the advantage though, Brad Hill. He wants to get Get it and go. And if they get back into this one, he's going to have to go into a bit of a run. Kick inside is dangerous and not well executed at all. Ash, handball over the top was brilliant. Toby Green over the top. Whitfield, that got cut off well. Battle to Burns. Burns gathered it on the second attempt. Went backwards, then forwards. Great kick to Brad Hill again. Brad Hill has the footy just outside 50. Low ball. Did he take the mark there, Higgins? He's trying to claim it. But the umpire says it hit the ground. So Max King is done for the day. So Marshall kicks it forward, bouncing ball. Higgins couldn't gather it. Buckley hit it hard and gets it outside the defensive 50. Tumble ball, just gets out the back there. Wanganeen Miller should get there first. He's got a couple of options backwards. Backtracking, nice little kick in the end. Hit up Burns. Burns short to Hill. He's gathering a lot of disposals early in this last term. Out wide, just got to Membry in the end. So now Membry wheels and goes towards the top of the goal square. Went up a bit too early there. Wilson gets out the back. Owen's fighting hard. Ash happy to just kick it down the boundary line, and it goes out on the full. So the Saints will have the free kick here. So they're going to stay in touch here, the Saints. They need a goal here, and Jack Steele is the option. He's been one of their best so far, Jack Steele. This is a really tough kick, though. In the pocket, big distance, probably won't be able to snap for goal here. He is setting up for the snapshot kick though, Jack Steele. Here he goes, runs his arc, snaps on goal, hasn't got enough bend on it, it's going to land in the pocket. Almost marked that one there, it was Marshall. And knocked out of bounds in the other pocket. So back in the ruck we go. Briggs with the tap down. Just slapped it away. There was Keneally, not too far. Ross, Higgins, out the back to Bonner. Just jammed it on the boot top of the goal square. Should have marked that one there. Owen's got two hands to it. Hill, driving ball towards goal. Hit the post. So Josh Kelly off the ground at the moment. Checking his ribs right now. So hopefully everything's all good there. Whitfield has the footy at the moment. Has to work it back to Buckley. Short little ball. Callahan under pressure. Took a good mark. Doesn't have a lot of options, Callahan. Just works it in short in the end. Hits up Perryman. They want to go here, the Giants. Just slicing through the Saints' defence at the moment. Brown. So we can go long with this kick here. Callum Brown decides to cut it back a bit shorter. Makes Ware work for it, but he takes a good grab. Ware back to Himmelberg. Missed for kick though. Puts his own team under pressure, but Buckley. That wasn't 15, so he's going to have to work it out wide to Iden. A little bit too easy at the moment here for GWS. Just moving the footy around a bit easily. Padding up the stats a little bit of these defenders. Now Perryman drives the ball inside the forward 50 and hit the leader, Toby Green. So a pretty serviceable day. Toby Green up forward. Has kicked the 2 goals, 1 from his 10 touches. Probably had a bigger game last week, but hasn't had to be the man this year so far for the Giants. This is really good to see. Really good for the development of the club. But of course, he's always there to stand up when they need him. Toby Green right now to give the Giants the win. It comes back. What a bend this has got. Doesn't make it though. Lands on the line and Cordy happy to see it over for a rush behind. That had a nice little bend on that there from Toby Green. Just didn't make the distance though. So now the Saints outside the defensive 50. Just got over Iden. Higgins running back for it. Ware got taken without it. The Giants win it again. Handball from Cornelio. Ash back to Cornelio. About to get shut down from Owens. Great tackle. From his blind side. Dragged him down. So Cornelio may be a bit of a concern here. He's not moved from the ground at the moment. He's sitting at centre half forward for the Giants and has not moved. At first I thought it was Cramp, but he has not moved at all. So now Ross, centre wing, commentary side, short little ball was nice. Hit Brad Hill who wants to wheel and go. Low ball inside the forward 50. Hands up, Membry took it. Good mark there from Tim Membry. Cornelio still hasn't moved at the moment. He's holding the back of his left leg. I'm unsure if it's a hamstring or what it is at the moment, but he has not moved from the ground. There's 3 medicos on him right now. So now Tim Membry to get it back to within 28 points. About 25 metres out. Kicks towards goal. That's a good finish there from Membry. So first goal of the final quarter there for the St Kilda. So currently getting taken off the ground at the moment, Cornelio. He is not putting any weight onto that left leg. So real injury concerns here for GWS. So it looks like what's happened there is Owens has laid the tackle on Cornelio and has fallen over his leg. So he hasn't. So it may have broken his ankle. This is really sad news for the Giants. He is so important to their side, Stephen Cornelio. At the moment, all hopes here for Stephen Cornelio. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully it's just a severe jarring at the best case scenario right now. Had to be taken off the ground. Couldn't put any weight on that left leg. Good news on the Giants side. Josh Kelly did come back on the ground, so it seems like he's okay. Kick towards 50 was nice from Peatling. Chance here to get inside the forward 50. Here go the Giants into the pocket. 2-on-2. One of them is Toby Green. Good work there from Stocker. Brought it to ground. Great tackle was Seb Ross. I think it's on Harvey Thomas. Tried to get boot to ball. Couldn't do so. And a stoppage in the forward pocket here for the Giants. Back in the contest. Battle. Tried to grab it out of there. Couldn't do so. Garcia almost pushed in the back. The umpire called for it once again. Tap down from Riccardi. Tried to get it out to this open spaces. Grabbed it well. There was Cadman. Knocked out of bounds. Well, Garcia, since he's came on, he's had only 6 touches, but he's had 5 tackles. I think he'll be in the main 22 next week. Definitely giving him something. Back in the contest, knocked it down there, which the Giants, was Riccardi. Another repeat stoppage here. Riccardi gets a fist to the tap down. O'Halloran trying to barge his way through, and the umpire will call for it once again. So just over 10 minutes to play in this game of footy. Giants lead it by 28 points. Riccardi tried to take it out of the ruck. Jams it on the boot! Just got it across the face. So Bonner in short to Wilkie. Now Brad Hill. At halfback. He's had a really good last quarter. He's trying to get his team up and about. That kick's dangerous. Got it cut off. Cadman fighting it hard. In fact, it's Callahan. Works it back inside to the middle of Manuka Oval. Riccardi takes the mark. Playing in the ruck at the moment. Short ball out wide to Whitfield. Over the top to Kelly. Wide ball to Thomas. He'll give it back to Whitfield. So just racking up a couple of extra touches here, Lockie Whitfield. Short ball to Ware. He'll go back to Thomas here. St Kilda have to man up. They are a chance here. Giants have kind of stopped. But St Kilda are playing like, alright, we're just going to wait till next week. Try and get back on the winners list. So now Thomas works it back to Whitfield. So he's just racked up 3 marks and 3 kicks here. And he goes back to Harvey Thomas. Man them up, St Kilda. Oh, he turned it over. So Caminiti wants to go. Gives it off to Brad Hill. Streaming off half-back. Works it out wide. Dangerous kick. Good mark in the end there from Burns. He's got a little bit of space here, the Saints. Long kick. Great work from Buckley. Even if he didn't mark it, he slowed down the play a little. Now Higgins. He can go inside the forward 50 here. Low ball to the top of the goal square. Couldn't mark it out the back as Will. Sinclair. Good tackle on Callahan. Dribbling ball towards the boundary line. He gets it over. So now in the ruck inside the forward 50 for the Saints. If they are a chance to somewhat get back into it, they have to get a goal from this play. From the tap down, Marshall wins it down. Caminiti locked up Kelly pretty quickly. Perryman, underground handball there from Himmelberg to Tom Green. He's happy to escort it over the line. So Marshall takes it out of the ruck, try to get the handball away, just got boot to ball towards the top of the goal square, was spoiled away. Now Brad Hill locked up in the pocket, centers it to the top of the goal square once again. Up went Membry 3 deep, couldn't bring it down. Higgins fighting hard, got the ball out somehow. Now the Giants fumble it out to Buckley. He's happy to see it out of bounds, and Himmelberg's happy to take it over with it. So Riccardi up against Marshall. Marshall with the tap down. Filippo got Sinclair in the pocket. Dribbling ball. He gets it there. There's still a chance here, the Saints. So great work from the stoppage there from the Saints. And Jack Sinclair may have not been the correct option to go with a dribbler, but he gets it through in the end. On the stat sheet at the end of the game, it will end up with a goal for Jack Sinclair. Great little finish. So back to 23 points. It's only 4 goals, and there's still just under 8.5 minutes to play. If St Kilda can play like they believe, they're a chance here. Thumps it down again. Briggs trying to take it out of the ruck, coming through hard. There was Garcia, the young man. He's given him something. Steele thumps it inside the forward 50. Out the back is Membry. Did well, but Himmelberg will get the free kick. Did get held a little. Now Himmelberg out the back, down, dangerous ball. Buckley on the bounce is able to control it. Out wide, the kick, he missed his teammate. And now the Saints, little tap over was nice to Wilson. Short little ball. Great work out the back there was Peatling. Higgins did okay. Caminiti out to Ross. Just the handballs haven't been too clean from the Saints today. They do well there. Steele to Winhager. Raking handball over the top to Owens. In the pockets, Filippo. Snapping ball. Ricochets off the Giants defender. Himmelberg outside the defensive 50 for the moment. Toby Green stuck out of trouble and then puts it on the boot. High ball towards the wing. 1-on-1 is Daniels. Did well their battle. Wanganeen Miller. He's got Bonner in the middle of the ground. That's where he goes now. Bonner just took it down low. He's got Wanganeen Miller running shotgun. Decides to go longer than that. Short little ball battle. Wants to give off the handball. Ross gathered it on the second attempt. Goes in with a low ball inside the forward 50 on the bounce there. Filippo. Got to get down well. Ware did okay. Now Higgins. He's always dangerous in this situation. Jack Higgins nails it. Gives them a chance. Well, they've kicked 2 goals in the space of about a minute and a half. And the Saints are in this. Another player holding his knee in the middle of the ground here for the Giants. So right now, the Giants, like I said, they've kind of stopped. St Kilda just needed a goal to get the momentum flowing their way, and now they've got 2 in a minute. So Higgins with his second goal of the game. Still 7 minutes to go. There's only 3 goals the difference. Tap down from Marshall. Briggs fighting hard. Marshall gets the clearance. Bouncing ball towards centre half forward. Higgins couldn't gather it cleanly. Iden stepped out of trouble. The handball misfired. Battle went to ground. Fighting hard there. The umpire comes in, balls it up. So just ticked under 7 minutes to play. Thumped outside the clearance there from Briggs. Wanganeen Miller tried to tap it towards Winhager. Gathered it well. Now Hill. He's under pressure. Got the hands free. Ross off to Winhager. They work it and Steele, in fact. Now Ross. They works it forward. Long ball inside the forward. 50 into the pocket. Membry got the fist onto it. Thumps it out of bounds. Inside the forward 50 for the Saints. Well, since Max King's gone off in this last quarter, St Kilda suddenly look like they've got a bunch more options. Garcia as well. He's had some big moments in this last quarter. Umpire throws it in. Try to thump it away. There was Briggs. From the stoppage, Garcia. High ball. Goes out on the fall. So St Kilda have to lock this in here. So still just over 6.5 minutes. Sorry, 6 minutes. Buckley, short ball. Hits up Whitfield, I believe. Yep, Lockie Whitfield. Every single time the Giants have been challenged today, they've always responded. Can they do it here? They're going to have to get on a bit of a run on here. The Giants have really stopped in the last 10 minutes. Iden goes back to Whitfield. He's just racking them up at the moment. So now Whitfield runs his full measure. Long ball on the outer wing. Hogan is there. Did well to bring it down there. St Kilda. Wilkie couldn't gather it cleanly. Locks up Daniels. Wanganeen Miller trying to rip it out of him. It'll be a ball up. So, still timing for the Saints, but they have to get the next one pretty soon. From the tap down, both ruckmen tussle up. Steele fighting hard, couldn't gather it. Now Garcia fighting hard, did well to get the ball out. Ross gives it off to Higgins. Brad Hill threw that out, wasn't paid. Kelly threw a boot at it. Ricochets towards Hill. Handball over the top. Harvey Thomas didn't want to grab it, just thumps it towards space. Bedford off to Peatling. Smart kick towards Bedford again. He takes the mark. It's about to tick under 5 minutes to play. Bedford has the footy. True centre wing out of side. He plays on now. High ball towards the 50. At the back there was Cadman. Brought it to ground and now Wanganeen Miller through the middle. He's going to run. Marshall, terrible handball. Got a cut off. Brad Hill fighting hard though. Got the handball at the back. Missed all his teammates. Whitfield gives it off to Callahan. Wanganeen Miller tracking him down. Got the kick away. Wasn't the best option. Cadman dives in. Cordy wraps him up. And we have ball up. St Kilda wasted a big opportunity there. Briggs thumps it to space. Toby Green to end the game. He's used to this. It won't get there. Just spoiled through for a point. 3 goals, exactly the difference. So Josh Kelly cuts off the kick in. They know they can just take their time here, the Giants. Wide ball to Ware. So now Thomas thumps a wobbler inside the forward 50. Hogan went up too early. Fisted away. Garcia fighting hard. Good tackle from Cadman. Got the handball away. Hogan handballs it at the back towards Bedford and Callahan. Callahan can't gather it cleanly. Higgins dragged it under him. Thomas fighting hard, tapping it out of there. Green around the corner. Couldn't do so. Owens did well. Hill breaks through a couple. Did well. This is their chance here, the Saints. They have to get a goal from this play. Winhager. Inside kick was nice to Marshall. They have some space here, the Saints. Marshall, long ball inside the 50. Wilson's at the back. If it gathers it cleanly, the Saints are a chance, all right. 3.5 minutes to play. Saints within 2 goals. Tom Green playing like a dope for the second week in a row. A dope. I've never heard dope as an insult in a while, man. Anyway, how you doing, Brian? Yeah, he hasn't done very much, especially since the first quarter. He had a big first quarter, hasn't done much since. Two goals the difference, 3.5 minutes. So they've got the last 4 goals of this one, St Kilda. Back in the middle. Marshall gets the tap out towards Garcia, who thumps it forward. Good stop there from Whitfield. He's been good today. Got it smothered though. Did well. Battled handball. Cut off by Garcia. Long ball inside the forward 50 on the lead. Couldn't take the mark. Was Caminiti. Now the Giants have some time. Ash. Terrible handball to Ware. He has to go track it down. He did well though. Long ball on the commentary side. Wing up goes Brown. Couldn't gather it. Bonner fighting hard with him. Good tackle from Bonner. And we're ball up. Still 2 goals the difference. There is such a big chance here for the Saints to steal this one. Kingsley screaming orders on the boundary. He knows this game may slip away from them. Wanganeen Miller comes through from the stoppage brilliantly. Low ball was even better. Couldn't take the mark. Wilson, he goes long to the top of the goal square. 1-on-1 is Caminiti. Couldn't gather it. Sockers it through! Where has this come from the Saints? They've kicked the last 5 goals. And it's a 1-goal game. What a brilliant moment there from Caminiti. He fought hard in the goal square, tapped it to advantage, quick little goal. Buckley, one of the best defenders in the comp, got well beaten there. This has come from nowhere. The Giants thought they had this game won when Riccardi kicked an early goal. But the Saints in the second half of this quarter came like a bullet train at the Giants. 2.5 minutes to play. Umpire thumps it down again. Marshall hit his head. Don't know about that option. Got a boot of ball towards the wing. Good mark taken there by Josh Kelly. So Kelly goes wide and long towards Toby Green. Fisted away there with Stocker. Handball missed. Toby Green gathers it. On the 50. Goes to ground. Ducked away well. Handball out wide to Cadman. Burns. Broke away to tackle Cadman, the young gun. Sets up a high ball towards its face. A goal! Fisted away. It may be an important point. 7 points the difference. So here go the Saints. Hill tried to gather it on the second attempt. Tapped it out wide. Here they can go. Steele, been massive all day. Long ball is good. Hits up Marshall. Now Wilson. Low ball inside. Great composure. Couldn't take the mark Higgins. Fighting hard the Giants. Buckley. Short ball out wide. Misses Toby Green, but he gathers it on the bounce. Minute after play. Green runs his full measure. Kick out wide. Misses Ware. In fact, it's Kelly. But Cadman gathers it well. Low ball to half forward. Hands went up there from Riccardi. Couldn't gather it down. Good pressure here from the Giants. Daniels got a bouncing ball towards half forward. Steele went really hard and took it well. Steps past Cadman. Is their only opportunity now for the Saints. Long ball for Higgins. Brought it down to ground. He tracks it forward here. Here go the Saints. He runs to 45 here. Sinclair, short little ball. He takes it, Caminiti. A minute to play. If he snaps this through, it's a 1-point ball game. Caminiti, if I was you, mate, I would be moving. 47 seconds. Snaps on goal. It's through all right. 1 point the margin at Monica. Saints are a real chance of stealing this one. 41 seconds on the clock when it hits the middle of the ground. Sinclair's kick just hit Caminiti. He did really well to mark that in the end. It's been pretty quiet all day, Caminiti. He's kicked the last 2 goals for the Saints and 41 seconds to play. They've chucked Garcia, the young man, into the middle. Marshall from the tap down still tries to thump it forward. Fighting hard there is Callahan. Still got it out there. Have a chance here, the Saints. Battle inside the forward 50. Going back, it's Peatling. Great mark from the young man. Started as the sub. Came on early. Tough hit. And now Peatling. Can they hold on? There's 20 seconds to play. Peatling in short. It's up Ash. Time keeps ticking. He now has to go. I think they've fought off this last charge from the Saints. Long ball towards the wing. Brought to ground. Kelly out to Toby Green. The siren will sound. And the Giants with the great escape in Canberra. The Giants keep their start as the perfect start. Haven't lost a game yet. They got challenged late by the Saints, but they hold on by 1 point. What the hell happened there? The Giants almost lost that. Holy crap. If the Saints actually believed, like 5 minutes earlier in that last quarter, I think they could have stolen that. But in the end, the Saints have been able to hold on, have been able to fight their way back, but just fall at the crucial moment. Great mark back with the flight there from James Peatling, the sub. Saves the game there for the Giants. They sit on top of the ladder. And a massive win in the end there for GWS. The final scores in the end, guys. GWS, 11 goals, 14, 80. To St Kilda, 12 goals, 7, 79. They win by 1 point in the end, the Giants. Thanks for watching this stream, guys. Will probably be the last one of the week, so make sure to stick around on Sunday night. Probably will be the review of round 5, the video that comes out, so make sure to stick around for that. But thank you for watching, and